Hello and welcome back to the Bump Out Podcast. My name is Hayden Short and I'm joined by my best mate, Adrian Messner. As you can hear in my voice, I'm a little bit more cheerful this week.
Chirpy.
A bit more, yeah, both definitions of chirpy as well.
Yeah, we should start changing the name. We should change the name to the Winner's Circle. Change the name of the podcast.
We were both in the winner's circle this week.
It's fucking nice to be here.
Didn't write it down, but I felt that.
It's nice to be here, bro. We were tinkering with, maybe doing a little bit of a deep dive into some of the teams. And I reckon if we made the episode, we would call it the Winner's Circle.
Well, finally we won.
The Winner's Circle with the Bump Out Podcast.
Yeah, I
Love
like
that.
it.
There you go,
We could
bro.
do a segment there.
Yeah, why not? I mean, segment. If anyone wants to sponsor the segment,
Nice, man.
Winner's Circle, reach out.
How was your weekend?
Pretty good, bro. Actually, not too much, on the radar, which was nice.
Yep, I'm spinning this week. I'm going to look at you.
You're spinning.
I don't know how it's going
Come
to
and
look in the
look into
video,
my
but I want
eyes.
to look this way. We always try and think about the video. Why don't we just talk to each other?
Let's just talk to each other.
Yeah.
It's been nice. I haven't seen you for a little bit.
It's
Very
been a
nice
while.
to see you. It's been a while. Weekend.
Yeah.
Recap.
Recap.
Worked Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Crack a nap Friday afternoon. Hour and 20.
Friday afternoon.
Sorry. Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Thank you for the correction. Saturday afternoon. Woke up and I think the Knights and the
Waking
Warriors
up's
game
good.
was on. Waking up was obviously
You
the
got to
best
wake
part.
up. Yep.
Best part. And then I decided to, you know what? I want to get home for the 7:30 game. I'm going to take my missus out for dinner.
Cute.
We went out 6 o'clock, nice and early, to our local. Shout out to you. You know who you are.
Yep.
And then we got back for the 7:30 game, which was nice.
Are we spreading any personal news on here or are we?
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe
cool.
later.
Yep.
Maybe.
Hey, if you know, you know.
Maybe,
if you're
maybe
in the
not.
loop, if you want to know, give us a message. Maybe
If you're in the
tell you.
loop, maybe next couple of weeks.
Maybe.
We'll get it out there. But yeah, Saturday dinner and
Nice.
then not obviously finished. Had I think it was the Bunnies game on Saturday night, which was good in Gosford.
Yep.
Had Latrell captain in SuperCoach, so I needed to sit down and watch that one. But and then Sunday had the parents over.
Nice.
was
How are
nice.
they? Post Vegas.
Post Vegas,
Yeah.
few stories.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
would you like me to share one with you?
Sure, please.
So, as my mum does, she would just randomly message me things while they were overseas. I have no context, right? So she sends me a photo of my dad and my uncle walking down the strip of Las Vegas.
Yep.
So if anyone knows my uncle, and I know a few of my family members watch this, you'll know my uncle is a bit of a larrikin, life of the party, loves a drink.
He does. Yep.
So here I am thinking, my dad's obviously carrying my uncle back down the thing after he's had a bit too many. So I actually got a little bit of a story time. So my dad and my dad and my uncle, they went out and had a bit of a rip before they went and saw a Michael Jackson impersonator show.
I like that. Yeah.
Maybe my dad didn't have too much for lunch. So apparently he was absolutely smashed.
Probably trying to keep up too.
Smashed at this Michael Jackson thing, and he turns around to my mum halfway mid-show and goes, not feeling too well. So my uncle gets up and drags him to the bathroom. Does he make it to the bathroom? He does not.
Oh, no.
He does not. So apparently he was only like 10 meters away from the stall, so it was fine, but it was still in the bathroom.
It's all over the ground. It's got a new facade there now.
Not great.
It's
Not
all
great.
bomb.
So then the best part is after the show, my old man goes, I need to get to bed. Like, I've had enough. So anyway, they all walk through. My mum and my auntie, they were like, we're hungry. We're going to go get some food.
Yeah.
My dad and my uncle went up to the room. They come back maybe 25, 30 minutes later to see my dad and my uncle both passed out on the same bed.
Nude.
Obviously nude. And then they did think about leaving them there, but then they said, you know what, no, wake
Lads,
him up and
wake up.
get up.
What
Dad
time was
did
that?
not move. Did
7,
not. They reckon they
8.
ate about 11 p.m.
Oh.
dinner. That's what I mean. If
Bit
you
of
had a
Europe
light
about it.
lunch and then into a late dinner after the show,
Yeah.
rough.
Bit of a Europe dinner
Real
there.
rough. So that was good. That was a very funny story. I was
We should
laughing.
do a Europe trip. Hey, shout out to the sponsors. Anyone want to jump on?
Yeah.
Send us to Europe. Do some potties from Europe.
That'd be nice. I
We've
mean,
done it
we
for
could,
America. We did a final series for America. Maybe we should go every
know what?
single final series somewhere
that would be nice.
the world.
That would be nice for us.
for 4 weeks.
Maybe we can have like, Positano or, that the Capri.
Capri.
What is it? You know what I'm thinking? The really nice backdrop in
Yep.
Italy there.
I do.
Windy roads.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to
Positano.
whoever. Positano. It is Positano.
Yeah, it is
isn't
Positano.
Where the limoncello factory is on the top of the thing.
Yep. Lemons everywhere in
Lemons,
Italy too, yeah.
lemons.
You could buy everything like aprons and shirts and
We'll do a live podcast with that as a backdrop. Surely it surpasses the mountains of.
I don't know, man.
It was pretty good.
It's Positano, isn't it?
I'm positive it's Positano,
Okay.
but
Like it.
I'm sure someone will tell us in the
Yeah,
comments.
if
that
it's
we're
wrong,
fucking
apologies.
Apologies.
Yeah.
But mate, that was my weekend. All
Good.
summed up for you guys.
Good.
How was your weekend, bro?
It was good, man. It was good. Finally get back in the winner's circle. Happier weekend. I was saying it to you and a lot of our friends that I couldn't believe it. I still can't. But it was a nice weekend. It was, obviously I worked nearly every day.
Yep.
So I finally, the only day I had off was Friday.
Yep. Got to pay the bills for this Vaucluse mansion.
I know. Especially with the neon sign.
Yeah, I know.
Shout out to Kings of Neon.
Oh, yeah.
That's the last shout out. That's the last free one.
Last free one. Yeah. Next one is dollary dues, mate.
Yeah, following up the games were good. I think the quality dropped throughout the weekend, but I'm feeling good. We're feeling ready to go. I've got a lot to say again.
Bro, we started high. Bro, Thursday, Friday night games, both of them.
Yeah.
I enjoyed both of them, obviously.
Even Saturday into the wires.
Yeah, Saturday and then it just nosedived. Sunday was a big push, but we'll get into it. We will recap.
We will. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Bump Outdoor Podcast. Subscribe on YouTube and leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
No less.
As always, a huge shout out to our sponsor and good friends at The Corner Post. Visit the best sporting goods store in Australia, located in Westfield, Liverpool, for all your NRL merch. And as you can see, do you like my jersey I've got on? Do you like it? They wore it on the weekend.
Very nice. They did.
This was directly from the Broncos store because obviously they get it in first before Corner Post do.
Yeah.
But if you want to go to the Corner Post, Adrian, is there anything you're looking for or you want to get?
I am looking for specifically the pink Captain's Run tee.
I like it.
Or the warm-up tee.
Yep.
I'm actually happy with either. I may buy both.
I agree.
And you can purchase all your sporting goods from the Corner Post as usual. So wait until they get that stock and jump in.
Even the bucket hats. I don't mind the bucket hats.
See the bombers they had the other day?
Yeah.
Sold out so quick, bro. Couldn't even get one.
Yeah.
For yours truly.
It's demand.
Yeah.
It's demand.
It is what
and
it
the Corner
is.
Post are the best out. That's why.
Exactly.
All right, we're getting straight to our YouTube comment section. Stick with us on this one, because this is a long comment. Thank you to Blindside NRL, one of our good friends as well. Another good friend. We've got a lot of friends.
SuperCoach creator, isn't he? Sorry, first stab. Had
do
to.
we say what he does? We're not going to say what he does.
Absolutely. No, we can say what it is. Yeah.
Do we say the F word?
Why not? Yeah, he plays fantasy.
Okay.
And if you are following anyone in the fantasy space,
yeah, that's him. Yeah.
It's him.
It's him.
And shout out to Casual NRL.
Yeah, Longy as well. I'll give Longy as well.
Look,
Blindsides.
Shit bloke, good content.
Yeah.
So,
like Magic Round, we have a bet. The first person to see each other, you have to tackle them, but no head eyes.
No head high. Yeah.
No, nothing third man below the knee. No swinging arms.
Yeah.
No Tom Chesters.
Is dress ups allowed? Are you allowed to be in disguise?
I'll probably be in disguise.
You're
I'll be wearing a doggy's jersey.
No one's gonna pick you there, bro.
They'll see the wide traps, the huge shoulders on me.
Huge shoulders, bro. I just see him walking down Caxton like this.
Yeah, you hear me before you see me.
Yeah, love that.
All right, Blindside NRL. We haven't got to the comment yet.
Yeah, here we go.
This is our YouTube comment, the longest one we have, and one of our favorites. There are a few today. We're going to stick with 3. Legends, love your work. I have a theory. The new 6 again rule, territory expansion is massively increasing. It's increasing fatigue on middle forwards. Agreed. We're seeing lower minutes, earlier spells, and increased demand on edges in defensive workload. I believe this effectively turns the game into a possession battle. Agree again.
Do you want to pause there? I think we break it down a little bit.
Well, he said here, therefore, penalty goals should no longer be pursued by sides.
Okay.
And then his reasoning, if you're receiving ruck infringements and penalty benefits as an attacking side, why would you take your foot off the pedal? Because you're increasing the fatigue. Why would you take the 2 points, walk away all the territory that you've earned, and go back to your own line and start again?
Makes sense.
Instead of continuing to make the team defend on their own line, it's not about point scoring. It's about amplifying fatigue and having it hit early.
Yeah.
Every team has done it so far in 2026. They've had blowout wins. Except we're still seeing teams take the penalty kicks. Would love to hear your thoughts around this and any insight into whether there is an element missing in my assessment that isn't factoring in the attacking fatigue of the side putting on the pressure. Keep up the great work.
Yeah.
I was going to stop, but then he comes with his reasoning, and then at the end he says teams are still taking the penalty kicks.
Yeah.
Which I agree they should. Because I think all it's going to do, the blowouts later in games, I think he's spot on. You think he's spot on?
I think it's a pretty good assessment of it, really. I think, is it something that I've thought about? I did have a similar note written down in the Titans game, and I think I could refer it back to like the lower tier teams. But then, when you think deeper, like I do agree with it. What was I saying? We're seeing, especially we saw some stuff with the defensive workload in the edges, is what he's saying. So we obviously play the game of SuperCoach. We see that in statistics. Yeah. Specifically, we're looking at the specific number of tackles that they're making on the edges, even for centers. I feel like centers are actually doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like you got people like Simi Sasangi, obviously a second rower, but now he gets through 20-odd tackles a game. Tom Chester comes to mind as well, also making over 20 tackles a game.
Well, who benefits from amplifying fatigue too? I think the Sam Healey's, the Billy Walters off the bench, Blake Moser, who didn't get a run on Friday.
Because we're barely seeing the hookers go 80 as well, which even guys like Reed Marnie, Reece Robson, we know they're noted 80-minute guys and they're still getting a spell, even though it might be only 7 to 8 minutes. They're still getting a spell. But I think it's crazy.
I think that to stay on this for just a touch more, I think teams should continue taking the penalty kicks. It's a bit of a Wayne Bennett approach.
It is.
He always wants to go the two as soon as he gets down there. But then later on in the game, you're going to win. The best defensive team is going to win the game. They're fatiguing earlier. I think they are going a little bit overboard with the 6 agains. I don't mind it because it awards the
attacking team.
It gives more possession to the attacking team, but it also amplifies, like you said again, it's the recurring word this episode. It amplifies defensive systems and defensive strategy. And if you don't have the connection, shout out Yongi over Broncos left edge, you're just going to get rolled. And that's exactly what happens. I think they need to dial back a little bit. I think, mate, how many 6 agains? Is there a 6 again rule or like a rule of thumb with how many 6 agains you should have before a bin? I get there's one over the try line there is.
Yeah, in a row.
If a team has like 4 in a row, I think you go.
See, like, it's a bit of a catch-22. Like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. We don't want to sit here and talk about, oh, fuck, we got 5 sin bins in one game.
100%. Because that's exactly genuinely the blight I have on the Para game.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see them full 80 minutes. Because I know there are professional fouls as well, but I just think teams like Penrith will just hold you down and hold you down and hold you down because they trust their defense.
Yeah.
And you're not really fatiguing them if you're not throwing stuff at them. Shout out to Atkinson and the Dragons. But if you're not spreading the ball and using the attacking shape.
But I think what they're doing is they're increasing that fatigue through the middle. The teams that really attack the ruck, Melbourne, Penrith, A and B defenders.
You're missing a team there. Was
as well.
At the moment.
Like they're just hammering in that, I suppose, what would we used to call them arrows.
Arrows, yeah.
We're just going to arrow in. Shout out Dylan Borello, the best arrow run maker you'll ever get.
Yeah, bit of Preston about him.
Hooker's dream. Hooker's dream.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Oh, Rugby League hooker. Okay.
Rugby League as well. Yeah. I just think like you see those guys, they take advantage and what they're doing, they're compressing the line as well.
Yep.
So you're also going to have like 3 or 4 main players who are always defending around that ruck. You're really, really fatiguing. Shout out Scott Drinkwater on the weekend.
Exactly right.
Cutting straight back through the middle. You're getting those teams like Penrith, Storm. They're all going to take advantage.
And Canberra as well. Give me a...
And then you also have the teams who like, again, Melbourne, Penrith, who compress that line.
Yeah.
Everyone has to come in slowly to make up. And then their spreads are elite.
Yeah.
Like those are the guys who are really cashing in, I suppose. Especially, I found the penalty kicks. I found it a little bit weird that, especially in sin bin periods, teams were still taking the 2. Bulldogs did it. And that's the one that comes to mind. But they did, I felt like it stemmed the flow of the attack. So I can understand where he's coming from.
Okay. So maybe that was to control the momentum and give it back to them. But I think they're taking the 2 for both ways. It shifts both ways. They don't want to lose the momentum and then lose and not have any points. Where if they do continue and something happens, the momentum could go. They could be on their line 2 sets later. So I think you take the 2 and then hopefully control momentum because you want to at least get something out of it.
And it's also like guaranteed points. Think like a cricket analogy. You always want runs on the board.
Go through it, play through.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Bat and pad close together.
Exactly.
There you go.
I like it. Thank you, Blindside NRL, for the comment.
Amazing.
Let us know what you think as well. We will do a little mini reply as well on YouTube to the comment. I left it all blank and just copy and paste them straight away so we could talk first.
Sweet.
And then we could summarize how we said and comment on those.
Absolutely.
Also, Colby Richardson 8813. Great take on Bullimore. He's heavily underutilized. Bully has great impact and is one of the fastest middles in the comp. Agreed. But Seabold doesn't seem to know how to use him. That's the recurring theme. He could be an origin level impact middle. Agreed. I feel like he's being held back because he has to do so much cleanup work for his other middles. Hopefully we can see more game time with him and Kobe both on the field and they can form a good combination. Colby, that's from the other episode, but I like it.
Yeah.
I think spot on.
Well, we obviously didn't get to see Manly play this weekend.
Yeah.
But when you were just reading that to me, I did remember like maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, Jake Travojevic, a young Jake Travojevic, that was his knock. He's having to do so much cleanup work that he's not being fully utilized. And then now we fast forward 5 years and it's gone the opposite. Now he's doing too much. So it's really hard to gauge, what are their plans for Bully? Like he genuinely, like you said, he can be a state of origin forward and I agree. He's probably a Queenslander too, isn't he?
Probably. Yeah.
Just looks like
Bronco.
a Queensland guy.
Bronco.
Yeah, well, come from the Broncos, didn't he? Broncos Junior.
Gun.
Keeper Park. Shout out.
Gun.
Yeah, look, there's a world where that balance between Kobe, Bully, Jake, it all coincides, and there is a good balance, and they work it out.
With Siebes being under threat, his job being under threat specifically, that he hasn't just chucked him out and just played Bully like 60 and then Kobe like 55, 60 just for the sake of going, hey, this is how good it could be.
And I think he's at the point now where wins matter now. Like,
I don't think he's going to do it.
But then also think back to Blindside's comment. Manly are a team who realistically, if they can use their outside backs to suffocate the middle, you got Tommy off the back of that. And imagine them, they get a penalty 40 out. They don't take the 2. They roll on. That fatigue is set. You got Tommy going back to 2021, taking one off the ruck straight through. Like, he's a guy who can take advantage of that quick ruck, maybe the most in the comp.
Bit of drinky about that. Exactly what happened.
If Drinky can do it, Turbo could do it
100
tenfold.
Yeah, 100%. Good little comment, Colby. Agreed, definitely. And the last one, Ricky Dodds dash, or just say Ricky Dodds. He knows who he is. Fan of the show, one of our favorites. What's the one team you hate to lose against, regardless of form and ladder standings? Personally, for him, it's the Cows. And we're 98% sure he's a Raider. 98% sure.
98.
Ricky, let us know if you're not a Raider. Pretty sure you are.
Raider or a Broncos where I'm just going to lean towards.
Yeah.
Just because
I'm pretty sure it's a Raider. But
Cowboys, it's a Queensland team.
personally, it's Cows. Okay.
Who are you thinking? You got one?
Who I hate. I hate losing in general. I hate losing. Para hurts. Maybe recency bias because of how bad it was. Anyone for you? Or are you using me to think right now?
Are
you using my time to think? Because I want to use your time to think.
I could probably rattle off 5 names.
Give us the top one that you really want to be.
I think I've referred to this as well before, is South Sydney Rabbitohs. Good Friday clash.
Yeah.
Take me back to Greg Inglis doing the Goanna in the corner. Probably 2014.
Yeah.
So I am still stung that we lost the grand final to them as well in 2014. If I was going to go anyone else, I think it's probably the Broncos. Just because I want to fucking beat you. Yeah. It's the competitive nature in me.
Yeah, I'm not worried about you guys.
I love you. You're my best mate, but I fucking want to put shit on you.
Yeah. And I think I don't need to right now because I think we'll beat you anyway. Whatever form we're in, I think we'll still get you.
Look,
I think we're your bogey team.
We're just gonna chip away. We're gonna take the 2. We're the underdogs. We're gonna take the 2.
Fatigue the middle,
amplify
mate.
Amplify fatigue.
Yeah.
Our edges are gonna do a lot of defensive work, and we'll just get you.
Yeah, I think before we have these questions, we probably should look at them and think about it.
No, I like that.
Because
first one we needed preparation.
No, I'm just thinking this one because I don't know who actually, it's Melbourne.
Are you serious?
It's Melbourne.
So you're sitting here. Nathan Cleary's traumatized you for 4 years, 5 years, maybe 6 years. And Penrith isn't your team?
Yeah, but I just appreciate how good they are. When Melbourne have been good for so long till 06. Like we got him in 06. It started that.
I wish I could take you back to the feeling that you got when he beat you in the grand final.
I could still see him running and it scares me. Yeah. But he scares me. That team's got nothing on us. Okay. It's him. You take him out of the side, we beat him by 40 every game.
Yeah.
There's no way anyone could replicate what Nathan Cleary does. And he's this... I hate losing against Nathan Cleary. Specifically. Scariest player to lose against.
And you know what? From a New South Wales standpoint, I hate losing when we have Nathan Cleary.
Yeah. See?
So...
Exactly right.
It's hard.
And a last shout out to Money Armenial again. Bit of Tanner Boyd glaze. And that was about his round 2 performance. That wasn't even about the round 3.
Oh, stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned. Thank you for commenting again.
Exactly.
Round 3, yeah.
I was just going to say, we had one on Instagram. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Up the Wise one.
Used to be your mum.
Yeah.
And now it's...
Is that him?
That's him. I think he's changed his name the way you're talking about.
What did he
said?
say?
Up the Wise. I just said, you know what, bro? You're going to get on.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man.
Is that your mum, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was,
I think so. Shout out, bro.
Yeah.
He's always up for a good
convo.
Good
guy or girl. Guy, I'm assuming.
We don't know who you are.
I'm not sure. When you don't have your name or your photo in there, or photos, it's hard to know who everyone is.
Quality conversation.
Always.
The
main ones that are interacting, they are the quality.
You
feel it every week.
Quality.
And there are also other ones as well that we'll shout out if they comment.
Yeah.
But we've got a lot of quality. We have, I'd say, fan base. Wouldn't say fans because there's no one to be fans about here. We're just 2 normal blokes who do the same thing that other people are listening for.
Yeah. Well,
but I think we have a good fan base.
Our own spin on it. Our own spin of things. I think people love our little bit of...
Yeah. And if you don't, let us know.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Why not?
Round 3, multicultural round, kicked off with the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs defeating the Canberra Raiders 14-10. A real arm wrestle in the pouring rain. Shock, Canberra. Canberra?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yep.
I've written it the other way because obviously you won and it confused me.
Yep.
Dogs, 91% completion rate in the wet. Extremely impressive. I had to just start with that. Although you had 51 missed tackles. Is that because of the offload? Does that count as a missed tackle if you're offloading and the tackle isn't complete?
Hayden, if I'm running at you with pelting down rain,
Yeah.
you're going to find it hard to maybe grip me in my skin tight jersey.
Yeah, true.
I think if you're not hitting that first contact, there's a lot more slipping.
Okay.
I think
so it could just be the tackle was still complete, but the first initial contact was falling off. Is that
I also don't worry about missed tackles. If we're missing 51, we're only conceding 10 points. I'm happy.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Weather
not
makes,
all.
yeah.
What do they say? Not all missed tackles are the same.
Yeah, they're not equal.
They're not equal.
Exactly right. Dogs score first. Crichton swinging.
Yeah.
That's the thing I wanted to say. And not off the field, on the field. Crichton swinging. We actually saw that again with Valentine Holmes for the Dragons. So this one, put it in my brain. Isolating Sanders, late offload to Tracy to score in the wet.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
The perfect try.
It was, wasn't it?
Exactly what you needed to kind of break the deadlock. I think Canberra scored first, didn't they?
Yeah.
Canberra scored first. You come back, and to score like that, it was like, yeah, we're ready to fuck shit up to score.
It was our first set in their half too.
Yeah.
So set play, like you said, block play to Burton, another block with Tracy running an overs line, Critter popping up, and then another flick pass. Just add it to the resume.
And actually wasn't that good of a block either.
No.
It was a very slow ball, premeditated. The hole wasn't there like the Trindle to Hines one they do when they come from open side.
But it was that I think they engaged and they bit. So it was perfect.
And it was wet. And it's Critter. You can't tackle him.
But the best thing about that is you got the option to hit Tracy. So if they didn't engage, they didn't bite. Got Tracy. You also, if it wasn't wet, maybe the long ball was on.
Even a tap on. If it wasn't wet, you probably tap that on.
Little kick in behind.
But even he's that big, you make the contact and you give. And
absolutely.
That means that's another thing. The whole game, that means you need to get 3 or 4 on him straight away. Because now you need to tackle him up top. Oh no, flick out the bottom. There's 4 of you in the tackle. Done.
Yeah.
Second phase, it's too good.
He was on one. He was on one very early. Very early.
All right, you give us a bit more because I've got some glaze.
Okay. Well, look, like you said, we started on the back foot. We did a lot of defending in our own half. I don't feel like we took advantage of the sin bin period. So the sin bin period, we took the 2 points to start. I don't think we got a try in that period. And then we basically went back to some set plays again. So you're looking at off our hooker, Burton. Okay, no, that's the one I wanted to talk about. Sorry, I've just got my notes mixed up. So in the sin bin period, Burton breaks through, Canberra down to 12.
Yep.
Third tackle, decides to chip and chase the fullback. So again, we're talking about stemming the flow of attack. We just took the 2 points. We've gone back down. Burton's bust through, and the option that he took was to chip and chase on third tackle. Not great for us, right? Not great for our attack. Not great for our momentum.
Yeah.
Raiders get the momentum. They get up the park. Field position is now in their favour.
Do you think because he took the 2, he was confident to keep going down there, and if it comes off, maybe he drops it in the wet?
I think so. I think so. Look, only 2 points in that period. We had 19 tackles in their 20. To the Raiders, only 7.
Yeah.
So look, our attack, it was hampered by the rain, like you just mentioned. And then we went on to, I suppose, the kicking game. It really did rattle them. I think Burton's left boot troubled the back 3. Our kick chase was a bit scratchy. We weren't really contesting bombs, but I think that was the game plan that we just went a little bit conservative.
Sticking the line, yeah.
Let's stick. We had a clear game plan to also use the ball in our half weirdly, even though it was wet. Flashback to Brisbane Broncos last year when we pumped you. I remember, was it the year before?
You haven't pumped us last year, mate. We beat you by 40
year
both
before,
games.
something like that. But
you finally won a game in the wet.
We were very patient. Look, the Voodoo's off the back. We were the underdogs going down to Canberra. They just had to make it rain to make it even more difficult. But again, we set up and we played very patient. We backed our defense time and time again. It does look shaky at times. Like you said, 51 missed tackles, but our scramble, that was by far the best scramble that I saw over the whole weekend.
Yep.
A bit of glaze, bro. A bit of glaze. 24 minutes to go. Connor Tracy.
Yeah.
Try saver sliding under Hudson Young as he goes to put the ball down. First moment. Second moment, 9 minutes to go. Another set play from hooker. Bailey fakes the inside ball straight to Tracy, who then hits Galvin. Tackled. Curran ball straight to Prezzo under the posts.
Shout out to Billy Slater.
The last one, Connor Tracy try saver on Ethan Sanders, 1-on-1 with less than 2 minutes on the clock, which basically seals the game. So Connor Tracy, in the Dally M counts, there's 2 judges. One judge, 3 points, Connor Tracy, highest of the game. How many points do you think the other judge gave him?
None.
What fucking game
Who
were you
Who
watching?
did he go to? Do you know who he went to?
I think it went to Preston,
Yeah, okay.
and then it was Critter, Burton, and Kicks, I think.
Okay, who scored the first try for Dogs?
Connor Tracy.
Tracy. Who sets up the next one with a good run through the middle? Tracy. Saves 2 tries and you win the game by a try.
Tracy.
Tracy.
Recurring theme?
Yeah.
I don't think so. That doesn't deserve it. That doesn't deserve Dalian points.
So from a rugby league diehard, what was that?
What?
Rugby league diehard looking in.
Okay.
He's an absolute brick wall, and there's no way Crichton plays fullback with Connor Tracy in this type of form, because Connor Tracy doesn't give you much, but what he gives you, it's exemplified in this game. I feel like every game he plays, he's a brick wall in defense, and he will constantly keep moving.
He turned up.
It's all you want from your fullback. When you have guns everywhere else, it's the knock on Teddy.
Yeah.
It's the knock on the Roosters. Too many chefs in the kitchen. This is exactly what we mean. Connor Tracy just adds value. He's the cherry on top. He's not the cake.
No.
He's not the icing.
But
he's not anything that looks good in the whole cake.
He's essentially like the mortar to the bricks.
He
The
is.
bricks can't do anything without the mortar.
He does that job. He holds you in place.
Yeah.
Although I'd argue he's the brick as well. He's everything in that. He's the brick in the whole mortar and bricks.
He was on the end of a good ball from Critter. Like,
Yeah.
had to be there, had to catch the ball in the
gotta
wet.
you got to be there. You're just moving up, and that set play, Billy Slater,
Yeah.
Melbourne Storm, Kronk, Slater.
That was good to watch. I've seen a comparison of the two. Like,
Did you see him do that?
Yeah.
Did you see? I was going to share it, but I didn't want to.
Horny stuff.
It. That's
Very
so
nice.
Good. Yeah.
But I think that's essentially like Connor Tracy's defensive efforts.
Yeah.
You're going to hear it a lot. Bulldogs DNA. It exemplifies it.
Yeah, I think it's Bulldogs DNA, but I think he was always like that at Cronulla as well. That's all he had.
Do you
That's
know
why
what's
there was a
weird?
knock on him when you bought him.
Do you know what's weird is you look at the halves, like Trindle Hines. We'll get to the Sharks, but Trindle Hines, who do they really need at fullback? Like
They need
Connor
someone
Tracy.
there to just be there.
It's
a little
crazy.
bit faster than Kennedy, probably better defense than Kennedy.
Yeah.
Probably
Well,
not as naturally gifted as Kennedy.
but he just gets there.
Yeah.
It's a Dylan Edwards mould, and I think the game's gone towards it, and
Yeah.
we're reaping the benefits.
Well, something we did miss out on. Really, really good try saver from Tuala to wrap up the ball with just under 20 minutes to go as well.
Yeah.
It was one where they went short side, and then they nearly scored through that left side, and your right came in, held him up just. And that was Tuala there. That's the spot.
And
That's the spot that he just earned. Or he earned from the rumours of Sherry not being told he was lucky to be there round one,
Yeah.
which I find
I still
really
don't-
weird. That's a weird one.
I don't-
Why come out and say that?
I don't know. I just don't think it. I don't even want to give it any more airtime. I don't know. The whole situation is just off to me.
Yeah.
Did Tuala play bad? Absolutely not.
No.
I'm not here to put shit on him. I think he played his role.
Yeah.
I think Montoya really helped him.
Okay.
It's a good side to be on. Marcelo Montoya is a very experienced winger, good defensively, makes decent calls, and when you have Connor Tracy backing up at the back, it's a pretty good home for NRL Tuala.
Cool. Anything else you want to say on the Dogs, or we move on?
No, I think the Dogs. I think it just impressed me. Like the wet, the road trip. We know that it's one of the hardest in the comp.
Yeah.
And for us to just continually turn up wasn't like a flashy win, but we got the 2 points. This is what we need to do. We need to bank them wins nice and early.
Yeah.
Exactly like we did last year.
Yeah, you stuck in.
We did.
You're stuck in for the 80 minutes. That's the thing that I was most impressed with.
Yeah. I think, comparing how dangerous both teams looked, I think the Raiders looked more dangerous the whole
agree.
time. Their second phase play
I was
in the wet
Yeah.
was
It's so good.
good.
I was looking at my tip. So I tip before we get on,
yeah.
and then I tip from what I think when we look at the matchups. I had Raiders right before the game, and I went nah. I said doggies by 4. Doggies won by 4. Too good.
Receipts.
But I mid game was going should have picked Raiders.
Yeah.
All game.
They looked good.
All game I was going, they're going to get you. They're going to run over you. And I had a doggy support at the wedding going, what's the score? What's the score? That was
Always
Friday.
asking.
It was Friday. It was Thursday, wasn't it?
Thursday.
It was
Thursday.
Thursday. They were going, what's the score? I'm a doggy supporter. I need Prezzo
Thursday.
to go in. I went, you got Prezzo, but he didn't get the other one. I don't know who else he had.
Oh, man.
He was loving it. It's frothing.
It was good. Raiders. Shall we talk about them a little bit?
Yeah, please.
Bro, they rolled through the ruck. Second phase play. Wet weather footy, weirdly. Like it suited them. You wouldn't think that second phase play is something that you want to do in the wet, but they just went, nah, we know what our game is.
Yeah.
And they just went to it. They actually had some pretty poor discipline. I think a lot of Canberra Raiders fans will come out and say, we were fucked over by the ref and all that sort of stuff that you normally get from a team that loses.
Yeah, no, not in this one.
Not in this one. I just think that was their biggest worry.
Well,
And
the
then-
2 try savers as well.
Yeah.
The 2 on Connor Tracy, like they should have won.
They
They
should
should have got straight through there.
There was a lot of strong points, bro. They held
Yeah.
us. They held us up on their. Like I said to you, we had 20 tackles on their line. They only had 7. They were holding us up, bro. Their goal line D was really good. They were scrambling well.
Yeah.
Low error count. It's all the stuff that you really want to see as a coach. I don't think Ricky's going to turn around and go, that was a bad game. So
I agree.
Couple
I don't
of
think
those-
there's anything wrong with what the Raiders did. 14-10 against a top, probably 5 team. Probably at the moment, top 4.
at the moment,
At the moment with
Well-
form and how where they can beat. If you're winning games like this against Canberra, who should have slaughtered you, like at home in the rain, it should
Ricky's-
slaughter everyone.
that was Ricky's 300th game as a coach too for the Raiders. So
That's the most impressive bit. You stayed in it in the rain, which has been the blight on the Dogs for a while, for probably only a year or so,
yeah,
a year and a bit.
well,
And
yeah,
you come down there to a Raiders in form who won round 1, maybe should have lost, into a getting pumped by the Wars
yeah, a bit of a
in the
disappointing
rain
game.
again. So there's 3 rainy games. So they've had a lot of travel. I'll give them 1 or 2 more weeks. If they're still losing these close ones, they may be back to a few years ago Canberra. But if they get on a roll as well,
Yeah,
they won't be beaten.
that's what I mean.
They'll-
Like they have their blueprint. Like they know what they're going to do. They're going to come
More time
out
with
and
the halves.
bro, they're going to hammer through the middle. They're going to try and increase that fatigue. Here we go. We're echoing
it's
again,
perfect.
but it's really good. I think
I'm not worried at all.
Nah.
Hutto Young, man.
Hutto Young, bro.
He's
Get him in that
he's
blue
the
jersey.
informed second row. Oh, I've got another one to talk to you about though later.
I think he did a similar thing last year. Remember, we were just like, bro, he's just got
That's
to be
why he
there.
made his way in.
He's just got to be there, which is, I feel like when he plays Origin, we don't see this side
No.
of Hutto, but I think that's him progressing to like a leader in the pack.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
Ricky's gone. We need to lean on you, bro. In your effort areas, you're going to set the tone for everyone. And he's not this, the young guy who gets pissed off anymore.
No.
Doesn't blow his head. He hardly ever has a brain explosion.
Yeah.
Whenever they need points, I feel like they just zing him the ball and he
Or kick him
creates
behind
something.
or something. He's so talented.
He's very good. And I thought their back 3 really impressed me. Even though we did take advantage of them, we targeted them. I think
Hammies, hamstrings.
the yardage game from them,
Tamalo.
bruh.
Man, he's a handful. And that's the thing as well. With someone coming across, you were saying to me earlier in the green room about Kinney and with Taulagi, just pumping him off. You say if that was any other fullback, he probably puts up a better tackle than that.
Yeah.
With Connor Tracy coming across and hot hamstrings Tamale on that left wing,
Yeah.
and he steps off his left foot and pumps him off, I thought Tracy may pump him here.
Yeah.
This is going to be a big one to see how brick wall Tracy is. But Tamale, too strong.
It's a 50-50 when you're doing that at that
With
point.
that one, I thought if he takes him out,
Yeah.
could be one of the best defensive games I've ever seen. But then gets obviously momentum. It's wet.
Yeah.
It's in Canberra.
Different
Tamale's got those extremely thick hamstrings to keep him grounded to
Grounded,
get that left
yeah.
foot step. That's what it is. Its center of gravity comes from the core into the glutes into the hammies.
Must do
the
Pilates.
hammies.
Must.
He has to.
Must.
The hamstrings. They attach to the lower back into the, or they don't physically, but attach to the lower back up to the shoulders into the glutes.
Yes.
If you're not strong from them, you're not going to be strong anywhere. Into the ankles too. Ankles do a
think
lot
his
as well.
hammies look good. Love to see him in the gym squatting.
Oh, mate.
Just quietly. Just quietly.
Yeah, they looked really good.
And I think last one, Simi Sasangi. Elite.
I don't even put notes on him
Elite,
anymore
bro.
because of how good
Elite.
he is. I love him so much.
I don't even want to say anymore. Simi Sasangi is elite. And
He's my top 3 favorite Samoan right now.
Okay,
and
let's-
you've got Critter. You got a jersey on, and you literally spoke about Critter the other week.
Please, bro. Please. Quick question. Does Sasangi take an edge spot when Tomoko's back in the centres? Just a yes or no.
No,
Cool.
I
Move
think
on.
he comes on from the middle.
Cool. Move on.
Second game, Penrith Panthers defeated the Sydney Roosters 40-4. Yeah. Good start from the Roosters. Couple set restarts and attacking sets on Penrith's line. Then what a move from Toya on McLean. 1-on-1, score the opening points, flick of the foot, skip and gone. And I'm thinking, okay, they might have something.
On.
The one blight on the team right now. Yeah, they get beaten 1-on-1. 40 points in return.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do to you.
That matchup, Toya and McLean.
And they've grown.
I looked at that, and you can tell McLean took that personally anyway.
Yeah,
You want to try and fucking embarrass me, bro?
yeah.
Just hold on.
Because their contact wasn't the best.
No,
and
no,
McLean's
no.
got good contact too, but Toya, he's an older player too, been through quite a bit, few ACLs. So McLean's got him for youth, probably speed, probably nearly everything.
Except for strength, maybe. I think Toya's fucking.
Do you know what
rock
Toya
solid
has
in
over
strength.
McLean?
Origin
Queensland
experience.
Spirit. Move on.
Fucking Rebecca. Jesus Christ. Just had to fucking put that in there, didn't you?
4-0 up to 24-4 down at
Yeah.
halftime. Oh, geez, seriously?
Yep.
I'll keep on the Roosters. Roosters looked really average in attack. I'm a little confused. Who's getting the ball? Why is DCE at the back of shape?
Thank you.
I understand. I get Blake Steep at 13. He's just a runner. And Uelu wasn't even in the squad here. Is he injured or is he just out because Robson comes straight back
Robson came back. They chose to have Connor Watson as the hooker cover. Didn't play many. Again, Reece Robson played 72 minutes.
I'm really confused as what's going on. I think Robbo has the most pressure on him, not the halves or anything here. Because I don't think it's working at the moment.
He needs to tinker. He needs to make it work.
And it's Penrith, but that's not the point. Take away the team they're versing. Yeah, they were gun. And they make you look shit.
Yeah.
And they make you play silly. And I think that's why Nwanganga-Tawase, who's going to cop a lot of shit from fans, had a poor game.
Yeah.
It's Cleary. It's everything around it. It's To'o coming to pump you. It's McLean yelling in your face. It's Papali'i coming to slam you.
Yeah.
Like the whole team, Isaiah Yeo, what a fucking game. Like,
oh, bro,
I don't usually watch Isaiah Yeo that close because I think he's boring. He doesn't really add that much value.
Yeah.
This one, he stood out.
That was one of his best games I've seen in probably 2 years.
Good, because I didn't even have a note about it, but that was the thing that came to mind when I thought about the game was Isaiah Yeo. The role that he played there was exactly what he needs to play for New South Wales, and they don't lose a game.
He dictated the pace of the middle. He dictated the speed.
But then he passed when he needed to as well.
The first 15 minutes, he wasn't even seen. Roosters were winning the middle.
Yeah.
Then as soon as they lost the middle, like they started to condense their defensive line and they got torn to shreds on their edges.
And what he would do as well, he'd dummy early and they'd fall off him and then he'd take 3.
Yeah.
Leg drive. He's not even that big.
Yeah.
I've seen him in person. He looks like a stick. Yeah, he's obviously massive and strong.
Yeah.
But he's very tall, but he's not massive.
I think
he's not really big.
You hit the nail on the head. Like his knowledge of when to run and when to pass, that's gone to another level.
Yeah.
We're sitting here like 3 years ago probably going, Isaiah Yeo can't get better. He can.
Is there a conversation between Tamalolo, Murray and Yeo for best 13 ever? Or
Definitely.
Are we putting JT in like front row?
See, Tamalolo, what he was doing back then was like unheard of.
Yeah, it was damaging.
But it's sort of like what we're hearing, like Payne Haas playing 80 minutes, running for 250.
Okay.
Very similar mold, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think JT takes the cake for me. But
at lock?
But if you were to analyse him as a modern day player, it's a front rower.
Yep. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
So we'll stick with Yeo then. Yeo, Carrigan.
Modern day lock.
Yeo, Carrigan, Murray.
Yeo's the best to do it. Murray's in the Yeo mold. I don't think you'd say Yeo's in the Murray mold.
I think the thing that wow, okay. I would think of Murray before I think of Yeo at lock. Not at the moment, but I think that the issue with the JT and exactly with Murray is versatility.
Yeah.
Although I see Yeo can play front row, it's still very 13-like. Like he plays the same.
Yeah, but have you seen,
just doesn't pass, but he has it in his arsenal to pass.
You seen Lindsay Smith play front row? To me, that's not even a front row. Like he still does ball playing.
Good. Thank you for that because I thought he was passing a lot more than I wanted him to.
He was passing a lot.
I didn't want him to pass. I don't like when front row is passing that much.
Isaiah Yeo just tucked it under the arm every now and then when he needed to. And again, he was wearing his Australian budgie smugglers.
Sorry, guys. I'm just too good. Just too good.
Just going to wear them.
They forced errors.
Yeah.
They Mark Nwanganga-Tawase hasn't had a game like this for a while.
Yeah.
And probably is if he plays like this again, not even a couple more times, it's going to be in the brain of the New South Wales selectors. It's going to be in the brain of the end of the year.
Yeah.
Can he play at the end of the year? Is he still registered to a team going to
I think he would be. I'm going to say that's most likely.
Over, or it's because the year hasn't ended yet?
I don't think the year's ended because
the contract doesn't end.
That'll be in the rugby league calendar. You'd assume the end of the rugby league calendar year
is 2027 as soon as the day hits.
So I think
1st
next
of January.
That's what
or not the end of the season.
I'd assume the end of his season, whether he gets selected for representative duties or not.
Because they'd start preseason for Union.
I think he'd be there. Don't get me wrong.
You'd have to be there.
Just because we're going to lose a lot of our guys who would most
probably
likely.
Bring back Lomax.
Can he? Someone playing Union can't play for Australia, can they?
Do you have to have a registered
NRL
contract?
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm thinking. Does it deregister once October hits? The way they're playing, they won't make finals. But does he play? Don't know.
Let's stick on Mark. I've got a question for you. Do you think it's his fault? Do you realistically think that we're going to look at Tom Jenkins scoring 4 tries and go, that was his fault?
Okay, let's go through the tries then. First one, should have stayed on his wing. There's no excuse for that. That's his fault.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
The errors, I also blame him.
Okay, you're blaming him, but the team's on the back foot.
Yeah.
Their forwards aren't changing momentum. Their halves are missing.
Can you remember any specific errors that he made?
Not
It was
necessarily.
mainly wasn't it mainly high ball stuff?
It's trying though. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know,
Come
for
on,
me-
man. Like you know to change momentum. Like Broncos the other week where we didn't score a point against them.
yeah,
It's because of that. Our
You
back
gotta-
three was shocking.
you got to control. You got to control the ball.
And the ball you need to do is catch it. You guys, what was your excuse? The back three for Canberra dropped the ball nearly every set, and they still concede 14 points only.
yeah.
They concede 40, and the backs did not help them at all.
Don't get me wrong. This was one of the worst second half efforts that I've seen in a while, especially from the Roosters.
Penrith gave up.
We expect a lot from the Roosters this year. A lot of people have them in their top 4 in a premiership window. This guy's sitting here, doesn't know rugby league, obviously.
Yep.
But
I think they're fifth for me. I'm not
look,
really sure.
even
Pretty
with
sure.
the ball, just sloppy, bro. I genuinely, the last 20 minutes, I'm looking at it going, do you want to win? Like, they're
Yeah,
pumping you, bro.
Yeah,
They're
I
absolutely
agree. I
pumping.
agree. It
Then-
looked confused.
Then you have Penrith up 28-4. 2 try savers holding up players that they realistically should have scored.
Yep.
And then they're still hungry to chase a ball on the ground with a couple minutes to go.
Yeah, it's the complete difference.
Seriously, like the review at the Roosters, they should be sitting down and rewatching that game and going, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, and pointing it. They probably will.
What is
I think
that, bro?
Accountability will happen this week.
Because I think the biggest thing when the Roosters went back to back, they brought in Cooper Cronk, but like their effort areas were at an all-time high. They had good trainers, Orbison, Sonny Bill, a noted good trainer, Cooper Cronk, obviously the best of the best.
We're at Hargraves.
We're at Hargraves. These guys, like,
Setting standards.
they're driving those
Even
1%ers.
Lindsay Collins, I think it was one of his better games of the year so far. I think he's been a little bit quiet.
And then you look at the guys who I picked out, New White, Celestia Fiketti, 1%ers, just like a dog on heat, bro. Like
Celesi, strong off the bench.
he needs.
I love the name Celesi too.
Celesti's a great name.
Fiketti, it's cemented the spot, if not a starter one day.
Bruh.
He still looks young and
No, he
looks good. A bit of Bullimore about him.
He needs a bigger role. This is again very, very Kobe Hetherington, like very Ethan Bullimore. He needs a good role. I think there's a world.
They've
like,
got a lot of trust in Angus and in New White.
Yeah.
And at the moment, they're missing Lenu. They're missing Lenu, aren't they still?
They're missing Lenu. They're missing that punch. They're missing that spark off the bench. I agree.
I don't think it's 40 points, though.
God no, bro.
Yeah, that's
God
the
no.
thing.
But also missing Victor Radley.
Oh, is he going to make Mark make a better defensive decision?
No.
I get on the front foot, you make better decisions, you're loving life. You're Tom Jenkinsing.
But
Tom Jenkinsing is going to be the word we're going to be using a lot. You're Tom Jenkinsing.
That
You're
makes
scoring
sense.
4 tries. You're just backing up. You're Connor Tracy. You're backing up. You're defending
I
well.
think-
He doesn't have to do much. Tom Jenkins, what did he have to do most of the time?
Catch the
Just
ball and run.
And run and be there.
Yeah.
And that's all you need to do to be a good Penrith player, unless you're Brian To'o. And you just throw blokes off your back like you're playing under 8s. That's the difference.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Victor Radley is a guy who would drive standards as well. Just,
Yeah, I agree.
Just to add that in there. But
Yeah. But I
Roosters,
think there's a
bruh,
lot more than
it's-
just that. I think Connor Watson needs to play, start him at 13.
Just,
I know what you're doing, Blake Steep. I know what you're doing. I think Blake Steep doesn't have the impact of Fiketti, of Lasalu, of any of those guys that could be there.
Yeah.
But I like Watson playing that link role, and maybe Robinson's listened to the pod and he thinks like you did when he goes, "There's too many chefs.
Too many chefs in the kitchen, and
I
it might
don't
add
want
another.
that many guys." But I think he adds value to New South Wales. Why can't he add value there?
I don't
He's
know.
smart enough. He's got the mature head of DCE.
I think you've tinkered on it. Like DCE, maybe he needs to play his more original role, more
Bro, what happened
familiar
to
role.
Walker? They have 6'6". We've talked about this. The average height with Swaliti there was like 6'6".
Yeah.
Kick to your winger, man. What do they kick once or twice? Every set. They should just go to that wing and just stand there like they used to do Xavier Coates with Hughes and just go dink.
You got
have a go, bruh.
You got Daniel Tupou.
Brian
that team.
To'o. I reckon Tupou and Nwangana Tawase could stand there like that and be taller than Brian To'o jumping
Yeah.
at his highest.
It's interesting. I'd really, really like to see someone like a Roosters
Die
fan,
yeah.
a Roosters diehard, actually
The
look
prof?
But I want you to look at this game and analyze it and tell me what the fuck's wrong.
Love
Don't
you,
tell
prof.
me you
Love you,
lost
prof.
a million calls.
Because of
and
this and because of
don't-
that. Yeah.
I want you to tell me what is wrong with the Roosters.
Yeah.
Like Roosters fans, what is wrong?
I've got a few games. We're only in game 2 and we're quite far in.
Yeah,
but
we need a
don't worry,
kick.
we'll be all
Yeah.
right. This might be a 2-hour ep.
It could be.
It might be a long one.
I got
today.
time, bruh.
Enjoy.
I got time.
I do too.
I got
Until
time.
tag starts.
Panthers.
Yeah. So
Where do you start?
I don't have too much, but I wanted to point out certain stuff because we just
Yeah, hit
we
me.
can run through.
Hit
You
me.
run through something, and then I want to get to the turn
Yeah.
the back, hide the ball, try.
Their right edge. Paul Alamotti. So this is the Paul Alamotti that I saw as a Bulldogs junior.
Yes.
This is it. He's the coming of age, bro. Him, McLean. I also saw Casey McLean. I think it was at halftime. McLean's in a circle with Talangi and who's his winger? Tommy Jenkins. So out of those three, who do you think's talking? McLean, bro. And he is animated. They just pumped them in the first half.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's like he's pissed off with what everyone's doing around him. Like, it's not good enough. Like, I just...
These are the standards we're talking about. Talking of standards, have you seen who the top three are? Did you see that stat?
The top 3 for...
The top three on the ladder right now.
Yeah.
Did you see who they are?
It's Warriors.
Penrith's former coach, Penrith's assistant coach, and Serraldo. Bro, like, the whole coaching staff, Andrew Webster, Serraldo,
I know.
and Ivan Cleary.
Yeah.
Like, if that's not standards, I don't know what is. And we are saying as well how you just stuck in there with Penrith DNA to beat Canberra. Then they come in and put 40. No one will beat Penrith this year if they keep playing like this. No one will beat Penrith.
They would have had the hardest preseason that they've had in 10 years.
Origin. Barring Origin.
Yeah, but...
If they lose all their
Hayden,
team, which they probably will.
If they play like they're playing at the moment...
Yeah, someone will just come in and play.
No one will beat them.
Do you know the thing that I like as well, which I find really funny? Liam Martin looked a shell of himself.
Got a haircut.
Bro, loved it. Straight away I said that,
got
Tara.
a haircut.
Liam's got a haircut. Congratulations to new dad, Liam Martin.
Congrats, bro.
He looked average. Bro, I looked at it and went, you don't even fit in yet.
Nah.
When you are barnstorming and
You
are another...
wait, bro.
When you're another... Like, when you're adding value later on...
5 games from now. 5
seriously?
games from now when the New South Wales Blues start calling...
It's just a joke.
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy.
It also took them 12 minutes.
Yeah.
12 minutes and they scored 4 tries, 22 points.
When they were on the front foot...
When on the front foot, no better team.
Nah, there aren't many better. Oh,
But...
So it's hard. The Broncos are probably better, but it's hard to say, like, consistency-wise. Cleary and Penrith will do this to everyone within a 12-minute period if you're given this opportunity.
And do you know what I find funny is look at the teams who have versed Penrith this year. All right. So who did they have in round 1?
Broncos.
They had the Broncos. Broncos come out the next week. They lose to Parramatta. They verse the Sharks in round 2. Sharks come out the next week. They lose to the Dolphins.
Wow.
You get a Penrith hangover. You don't just get absolutely hammered. You get a Penrith hangover the next week.
So listen to this. That means Manly this week, enjoy your Thursday night win against the Roosters. Losing by 40 into a win. If that happens again,
bro, not only do they dominate you in the game, you're thinking about them and you're feeling them a week later.
And you're losing.
That's traumatizing,
Let's see if
bro.
that stays with us.
That's traumatizing.
That is. Penrith way too good.
Crazy, bro.
They're so good.
Yeah, I love them.
So the turn back, hide the ball, no look pass. It's just so effective. And Nathan Cleary is an absolute gun.
Yeah.
So there's such a what did I write here?
Here we go.
Well-spoiled machine.
Well-oiled machine.
Well-oiled machine. Right. Yeah, great work.
Finishing each other's...
Auto dinner. They're a well-oiled machine. Everyone knows their role in the attacking shape. And that's why Cleary can just put a little bit of spice on it. A little bit of Salt Bay about it.
Yeah.
Turns his back. And there you have Brian To'o, nomination for Try of the Year for me. I think the difficulty level of what he did in first grade with players around him, for the bounce of the ball to be like that, you don't see it. Brian To'o never kicks. And when he kicks, it usually don't come off. He doubled grubbered to himself. Bit of Oz tag about it.
Bit of shit kick about him.
A lot of shit kick.
Must have been playing a bit of tag in the preseason.
That difficulty level is so high. It's backyard footy, off the wing, stuck in the corner with Roosters all around him, double kick and try. I think it has to be nominated unless there's a Warriors team try or a Nwangini Tawase try coming up.
Think preseason, the 2 Tigers tries.
They can't come up. But I think Brian To'o's is better in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Better than those.
I completely agree with everything that you just said.
Matt Cassini won though. Like, we saw glimpses. We'll get to him.
Bruh.
We saw glimpses of him.
Bruh.
Like, the glimpse was glimpsy. Like, I had to kind of like squint
really
to see
squinting
it.
the eyes.
But when
Binoculars?
you saw it, man, you went, bruh, like you're throwing off first graders like they're no one.
Hone in on that.
He got done by Whiten, so we'll get there. But that little Nathan Cleary spice, I just had to chuck that in. Obviously, people are going to see it and go, oh, he does it all the time.
Yeah.
It is so difficult to do and it's so effective. And it just opens up everyone around him. And Talangi's just going, just give me the ball however you want.
He's very nonchalant too. It's just like he does it with ease,
A
calmness,
lot
time.
of Gen Z about him. And I think he just fits into that Gen Z too. I think he's 26?
Yeah.
He'd just be in. Yeah, he'd be in Gen Z.
He'd be all about that.
It's nonchalant.
Ice bath, breath work,
nonchalantness.
all that sort of stuff. Grounding.
I want to
the grounding.
Can we do that? Hey, before we
I'd
do
love
our
that.
potty, we do breaths.
Yeah, we do
Shout
breaths.
out to Ebony last week who loved it.
Yeah, she did it with us.
Knows a lot about well-being too.
Also, I want to know if we get an NRL player on here, is it... Would you say couth or uncouth?
Oh, you could say that.
Couth?
Is it couth?
I don't even know
Is
the
it
reference.
acceptable?
I don't even keep up
You're
with
right.
this language.
You're right.
This lingo.
Yeah.
Is it couth or is it uncouth?
No, you'd say, is it couth?
Is it couth if we did breaths with an NRL player?
What we do though, we don't just do breaths. We hold hands and do breaths, or we hold arms and do breaths.
Isn't it
depends
nice?
how we feel at the time.
Isn't it nice? We're
As an NRL,
replicating.
it's a current NRL player. Do we hold his hand
Yeah.
and breathe deeply?
I've volunteered.
It doesn't matter.
I've volunteered.
We're holding hand as a threesome.
Most likely you're going to be holding his hand because you're probably going to be in the middle.
Oh, that's weird, bro. And his hand will probably tower over me too.
Yeah, well, if you know, you know. If you if that NRL player somehow watches this,
Let us
couth,
know.
uncouth,
Yeah,
Play on?
acceptable. Yeah, do you
Send
want,
the bin?
What if he says no? I don't want to hold your hand. Then it's getting weird. Now we're holding hands.
then
in
I'm
front
probably
of him.
just going. You know what? Let's go have lunch first. Let's go.
Let's stop everything. We've probably got videographers here videoing for us.
Let's just go.
Everyone stop.
Everyone stop. Let's go have a meal. Let's get to know each other a bit
Gel?
more.
We'll gel
bit
a
more
bit?
intimate. We'll have a bonding session. We'll come back.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Moving on. Next game of the week, performance of the year. Back-to-back premiers. Brisbane Broncos get their first win of the season and first win with the new logo by defeating the Melbourne Storm 18-14. Monkeys off the back in the grand final rematch. Still can't believe it. Broncos haven't won at Amy Park since 2016. Consequently, I'm mixing my words up today.
Yeah, you are. You're a bit of Adrian about you actually today. Can you just chill out a bit?
I'm actually don't have it written down.
Oh,
Yeah, Grant Anderson's first game for the Broncos is what I was trying to say.
okay. Consequently, Grant Anderson's first game.
I could say that.
In
couldn't I?
Broncos
okay,
colours.
Good. That's good English. I've never been so happy to get the tip so very wrong. Reverse psychology worked. I said
Hayden.
Melbourne 13 plus. Did I think it'd be reverse psychology? Being honest now, yes, no.
Do you
Definitely
know?
not.
Do you know what? Okay. So to break it down for everyone, we try and help each other out. I clipped the tips video together, Hayden, and Hayden finishes it off. The attention to detail. He's big push. Good guy. Good guy.
Thanks.
Lots of credit. And I actually left the easiest bet of the week split just so if you didn't want it in there, you could delete it, and you left it in.
No, I thought it
You
was
left
good.
it in.
I thought you did well. Yeah.
And I thought that'll tell me how confident he is about his tip.
I didn't think. I said to
And-
you, I thought there was like a 0.5% chance we'd win. Not even 1%.
As the week went on, I kept telling people, I just have a feeling the Broncos are going to show up. But then again, I've felt that before and you've gotten close, but just not gotten the win. So I thought that's probably what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like a 1-12 win, not a 13 plus.
I can't believe it. I actually still can't.
It happened, bro.
It's happened 22 minutes until the first points to Melbourne. Not a bad start at all, mainly defensively again. Ball control, not good enough, but that's what we've been talking about recently. So something I heard that I haven't got written down, but I just wanted to talk about briefly. I think it was Denon Camp, bloke in a bar, good friend of the show. Denon was saying the other teams in the competition have had trial games. The way the Broncos are playing are literally the performances of trial games. Like they're playing that shit. They've got no ball control. They're not gelling as a team. Yeah, you played together last year. But the way they're playing, they're slowly getting better every week. How many trial games do you get? Usually 3. 2 with your good players, with your first graders. And you get into it. Broncos didn't have a trial game. They went straight into hole, got surprised, come back and played average. They're finally slowly turning it around. Does that make sense if we come out and lose the next 4 games, how we played in round 1? Not really.
No.
But if we start to gel, you could say gel again and play together as a team and be on and have the timing a bit better than it was, it kind of has a little bit of legs.
Well, look,
Just the cobwebs.
don't get me wrong, like I understand what you're saying, but I just think that's complete and utter excuses. Like, you won the premiership, bro. You're the best team in the comp. You shouldn't need a trial game. I
completely disagree with that.
don't think-
How would you not need it? We're the team who literally concedes so many points and has to come back.
Hayden,
if
you
we don't
won-
have that gelling, we're never going to come back.
You beat every single team last year. Every single one, you beat them. You won the premiership. You go over, you play the World Club Challenge. You are representing Australia as the National Rugby League. You get pumped. And then you come back and you got pumped in the first 2 weeks too.
Yeah.
Like, I just think like
You don't
coming
think
in as
consistent footy?
coming in as the premiers, it's a privilege. Your system should be up to scratch. I understand there might be teething issues, but I don't think the performances that you come out with in round 1 and round 2 warranted the premiership status.
Why?
Because I think you should be at the top of your game.
How?
You are now.
How will we be at the top of our game with no off-season footy?
Because they always say it's much harder coming in the season after you win the premiership because you go from the hunter to the hunted. A lot of people are preparing for you. They knew you were coming. Maybe you guys were underdone. Maybe that's a problem in the Broncos training camp where you didn't go as hard. Maybe you should have got more reps in.
Or maybe
you should have played
what
some.
I just said was we didn't have any trials.
Well, maybe you should have had some more. What do they call them? Scrimmage. You know how Manly and someone do it under like
I do know what you're saying.
A closed door.
Yeah, like a behind-the-scenes session or some other sessions to get everyone prepped and ready to go.
I just don't like it as for me, when you're saying that, I understand you're saying it as a reason, but for me, it sounds like a bit of an excuse.
It is excuse. That's the whole point.
I don't.
It's not an excuse.
You're the premiers, bro.
It's not an excuse why we lost. Well, people are discrediting. NRL fans are discrediting the Broncos
Definitely
premiership.
not.
No, but that's been the conversation for when you're in Broncos circles. That's the conversation from October to now. It's still the same shit. Like you're saying your system should be good enough. People have been arguing that from the premiership, the way we got there, the systems aren't good enough.
Yeah, okay.
So what you're saying makes total sense. We're both right here. That's what you're saying to me I've been hearing it since October. So it's quite funny to hear that same shit come up because you're right. Did we deserve it? Like you even start to think.
But no,
we're the premiers, but you even make yourself think you're like the type of footy that deserves to win games is consistent defensive footy.
It is a little bit off out of the mold, is what you would call it.
And how long is the longevity for that? Because you could see a definite fall off this year. And once again, we go back to the standard zero of where is it at? It's monotone podcasting. It's the normal defensive teams, the boring, purist footy. It's Melbourne, Penrith.
Yeah.
So if we see Broncos fall off again, this could be an anomaly. It might not happen again.
It may not.
Like this.
Look, I'm not discrediting your premiership at all. You guys were definitely hands down. You guys won the premiership. You were the best team in the comp. The evidence is right there, bro.
Yeah.
You literally there's no more you can say about that. And whoever's saying that, you don't know a fucking thing about footy.
Yeah. It could be just a physical Broncos hater as well.
It could be. And don't get me wrong, I want to sit here and say to you, you didn't deserve it, but you did. Hands down. So, good discussion.
It was good. 14-0 down at halftime. Better defensively. Timing's still a bit off.
Yeah.
Hold the ball, win the game. That's what I wrote at this stage. Before I even put the stories up, shout out to people who followed us, Bump Out Podcast.
Yeah.
A couple more viewers. I think we had 4 people with me for the end of the game. Yeah. The last 15 minutes when I was stressing the whole time. Shout out to Michael Capaldi and Ricky as well. 11 completed sets in the first half, 55% completion rate.
Yeah.
Not good enough. 13 out of 13 completed sets in the first 20 minutes after halftime. Nearly the best 20 minutes of footy I've seen us play. Not like the try scoring ability, but the overall footy nous and the overall footy formula. That stuff you were talking about, the foundations you set from winning a premiership, they were there for 20 minutes and I couldn't believe it. 3 tries to 0 to win the game.
Did you say they went from 11 to start the second half?
13 from 13.
Whoa.
And that was 3 tries. That's it, bro. That blindside, you've just got it. It's all it is.
And it's also, you're playing Broncos type footy.
Yeah.
24 minutes to go.
Yeah.
You have an opportunity to take the 2. You don't. Roll on, repeat set, score through a great ball from Hunt to Staggs.
I know. I looked at that, slowed it down just to see if anyone's going to go at us for forward pass. I liked it. I thought it was fine. Someone else I want to shout out, talking about second row, Pierre Coulter. I think he looked good. The tips in the hair just adds so much value. The little bit more length. Walsh, no errors under the high ball. Only 1 error in the game.
Yeah.
Only 10 runs for Reece Walsh. So picked his moments, slotted him when he needed to. Bit of Isaiah Yo about him.
Yeah, okay.
Picked his moments. I liked it. He went, I'm always the main guy. They know it. I'm just going to slot him when I need to. And I think it was absolutely perfect. But I think overall it comes back to Ben Hunt. The game management of Ben Hunt. I love as well, something that's been a blight on, another word I'm using the same throughout the podcast. There's been a lot of negative talk on Reynolds and how he doesn't really blow up at the boys. There was a few mistakes, even Hunt himself blew up at everyone. Blowing up at guys beside and getting them pumped up. I think you need that. I know Reynolds a bit more of a chill. He's a bit more Gen Z, a bit more nonchalant.
Yeah.
But
weirdly,
I think they need...
He's an older player.
I know, but I just think you need that Ben Hunt style, and I think it works with Mam, who's still off. Something going on with Mam.
Yeah, I don't know whether he's like carrying something or He's very run heavy. I feel like he hasn't, like, you know that ball playing that we also know?
I know.
It's not really
and the way
there.
he linked up with Walsh, I
But
just
it's-
don't think it's...
But you also got to think his edge is broken, like the connections, they're all missing. It's like they're all missing, like, you know when you misfire, you like miss the gear?
Yep.
It's like they're all
is.
just trying to
They're
hit
just
it into...
not there yet.
They're trying to rip a mad second and they're just not hitting it.
Do you think it's because they haven't played any trials?
I mean, to be fair, you could have played 3 trials and you've gone through, what, different winger on the left.
I know. And
Different
Grant
centre,
Anderson.
different fucking 5'8", different second rower.
I know.
Every
The
week
injuries,
something's changed.
I know. And
With-
the
I mean,
injuries
hey,
hurt. Injuries do hurt. but
Maybe
still.
just play some trials if you can.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Well, the thing is as well, the Grant Anderson, oh man, I'm a
Huge fan?
I'm a huge fan. Just
Yeah.
the boring play.
What
He's
are you-
just very Melbourne. High ball looked so. I don't know. He looked like he was like 6'5". He
Hayden?
somehow was just getting above everyone.
You know what you have in your team? You have so many people that you're worried they're going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
And it was nice for once to have someone on your wing go, he's going to get that.
I think he's okay.
trust in
that
it.
was exactly right. Because then Mariner take the hard stuff out of his game and go, hey, I'm going to left foot, right foot you.
How good did Mariner look, bro?
Bro, I tinkered with this. I
Who's-
said this at the start of the season.
But who put the idea of in your head of Mariner as is a centre?
No, I
Maybe-
did. I said to you.
Someone who's been
In
saying it for
Samoa.
like 3 years, maybe 3 or 4 years, saying
Yeah, you
Mariner's
did.
a good
Because I
centre.
dropped him on the wing. I dropped him out last year.
This was the
For
lineup you
Arthurs.
called for
This is the lineup I called for.
initially, because we did swap
I
Shiver in
swapped
after
it
a little
late
bit
because
of
I was worried about the
too
backlash.
worried. Yeah, that's true.
Which we had a lot. We had
We
a lot
did.
of
We had a lot
positives
anyway,
there.
but-
We had a lot of positives to the Broncos one. But I wanted Mariner centre,
Yeah.
Anderson wing, Shiba out. And you said to me there's no way you could do that from going from Australia and New South Wales.
Well, play those type
And-
of games in the first 2 rounds. It's,
Anything for the Broncos
Look,
before we go to
really
Melbourne
good.
for a
I
bit.
think the best thing is you showed some defensive resolve.
Yeah.
Like you were fighting for each other. And I just think Katoni Staggs finally not having brain explosions.
Still not
When-
the best though. Like
Don't get me wrong. Like
he's a stressful player.
Staggs is a stressful player.
Mm.
But I'm sitting there, cue the Neo, cue the Rihanna, hate that I love you.
Yeah.
I literally wanted, like, I'm watching him going, I want to hate you so much, but I just love you.
Yeah.
And I did it. It was perfect last week because I watched him and I went, fucking hate him. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm off him again.
Yeah.
And then this week I'm like,
Again, bet you won your love again. Against
twinkle in his
Melbourne,
eye and I'm
Melbourne.
going,
I know. So
Katoni.
good. So
hey,
good.
Katone. Hey, bruv.
Any move on? Move on now?
Move on, bro.
Yeah, we'll move on to the Melbourne Storm.
Melbourne Storm.
I have to say, I just feel like their timing was a bit off.
Yeah.
I don't know if the moment got to them. Their defensive cues were a bit weird. Maybe it was because of the attack from the Broncos.
Yeah, they
As in
were.
attacking with their D.
I felt like they were quite persistent and their body language showed that they were like on top, but they were lacking polish again.
I know.
Just
I was hoping
little
that come
areas.
from the Broncos. I don't know if it put something into them. Maybe they're just taking that one look up before, but
Yeah.
obviously Joe Chan, incredible. Really good game again. I still think our first contact in him was quite good. The offload for the try, a lot like the Crichton to Tracy one.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too worried. Our first contact, I said it for the last 3 weeks. I'm still really happy with that. And that's how I know we're not winning the spoon. Because there are a few teams again this week.
First
Their
contact.
first contact was just
It's
shameful, man.
You wouldn't even call it contact because
They're falling off.
not
They're
even
watching them run.
It's not even an example
And
of
that's
contact.
how like I'm looking at it going, we've still got something. There's still something there
Yeah.
to keep them out of the game. I feel like maybe the occasion got to them a bit, expectation to pump the Broncos maybe. I'm still not too sure.
There was a few like uncharacteristic mistakes, I think.
Yeah.
Like, especially on that left edge, you got Munster also, he was dropping back in the line. That's where Staggs punched through.
Yep.
You had a bit of a disconnected edge there, which again, I think that left side, that is there.
That left edge I think was Alec McDonald.
Alec McDonald had
he
to fill
there?
in there. That's what
Because
I mean. It's,
Lasati went out with the hamstring
See what
in
I mean?
training, wasn't it?
at least you diagnosed and you hit that, but the Storm, again, for Munster to be the one out of position, it did.
Yeah.
It struck me as a moment where I went, they might have him here.
Yeah.
They might have him here.
That looked like the vulnerability.
It was. Look, they looked dangerous attacking back through the ruck in typical Melbourne fashion, changing the angles a lot, which I loved. I love the A and B defender stuff, bro. That's like, that gets me toey. I understand that at the end of the year, we're going to look at it and go, that's boring footy, but
It's good.
I'm sitting there going, fuck, this is hectic.
Yeah, the thing that we did as well, I think we kept Harry Grant really quiet.
Harry Grant, quite quiet.
Yeah.
Jerome Hughes had a game.
Yeah.
Sewer scored the first try, but I don't think he was as poppy and bouncy. I think your kick chase.
Yeah.
Your kick chase on Sewer really shut him down. You didn't give him a broken line, which was good.
We nearly did a couple times. He's still got a couple line breaks.
Could
but
have been Jordan Ricky's best game I've ever seen him play. We ripped him for 2 weeks and said he's going to get hammered this week.
I ripped him a couple weeks ago, and I said to everyone I was talking to throughout the week, I've ripped Ricky round 1. Watch him come out and score round 2.
Yeah.
Nearly scored against Para. Dropped the ball over the line.
Yeah.
So comes out and scores 2 tries.
I mean,
seriously, man.
Someone sitting on this panel may have been putting money on him to have an anytime try scorer.
Did ya?
In the first 2 weeks. Never got it. And then the 1 week he didn't.
I went off him because exactly
Fucking
that. I went,
double.
there's no way. I reckon we're going to get pumped by him.
Crazy,
I can't
bro.
believe we come back and this is how we've responded.
Yeah, I know. But
This is a back-to-back premiership. This is a performance you want.
Again, it's one half.
But it doesn't matter. If we play this like this against anyone, we'll beat anyone.
I still think your 20 minutes from the Parramatta game was better than your second half here. If you play like that for 80...
Yeah, but it's more attack flash. This was actually like controlled gameplay, kicking to
was,
the end goal,
again,
mounting a bit of pressure, completing your sets, and we score 3 tries.
But also better defensive team won the game.
Yeah, which is weird.
Interesting.
I don't know if it was just defensive team for the Broncos or if it was the weird attack from Melbourne or both.
No, probably a bit of both.
Sprinkle of both.
Sprinkle of both.
Yeah.
Let's move on. That's good.
Not worried at all about Melbourne. Don't worry about that.
Oh, no,
don't worry
you
about
worry.
that. Whoever they're versing this week, good luck.
Cowboys.
Wow.
Lock of the week. Lock of the week incoming.
It has to be. Another lock. New Zealand Warriors against anyone. Defeated the Newcastle Knights 38-12.
Yeah.
The Wars, momentum around the ruck, and a number 7 who's thriving and confident, Tanner Boyd. Absolutely incredible. Again, I'm not going to say too much about him. We can talk more about his shape and the way he opens up the other people, especially the halves.
Yeah.
So much spark across the park, though. Mitch Barnett back.
Yeah.
Great to see him back. Jackson Ford's 100th game. 2 Simbins to Newcastle blow the score out a bit, but the Warriors still look the better team.
Absolutely, bro. They feel like they struggled to get into their flow early.
Yeah.
Like not winning field position and stuff. But once that game they tidied up a few areas, I think they did this quite easily.
I think they don't have a lot of footage on Fletcher Hunt scoring that try up. Who did he jump over? We're going to reference this all year. Halasima. People are great in attack. They need to realize that the momentum comes to the attacking team in that situation.
It does genuinely, yeah.
Halasima beats anyone in the air.
Yeah.
But in the defensive part, he jumped up confident as, and then Fletcher Hunt took it straight off him. So it's good to just show you that he's still human.
Yeah, you can get done.
Learn.
Also playing centre, which...
I know. I've got this written down to talk to you because I didn't know if you picked it up. But AKP was there on the bench. Didn't get a run. They chose to go Halasima in the centres, moving Roger to the wing, which a lot of Wise fans would be very happy with.
Yeah.
But AKP, did they think the defensive work need to be on with Amazu, who has a million tackle breaks, which I'll get to?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Do you think that they're, again, like they're saying Roger's a winger? We're just not going to change it. Even if we need to move pieces elsewhere, Roger's a winger for us, and we're not going to move that piece.
Yeah. I think you might be right. I think they've seen that he's better utilised on the wing, and that's what we want. And it's better to get Halasima game time, match fitness,
gets
contact,
the 80 minutes.
Defensive reads. Imagine going from 2-man out there into 4-man. Bro, you'd be loving life.
Yeah.
Now I'm making decisions rather than going what he
2-man's
wants.
hardest position to defend on the field.
Because you look stupid. They inside man make, as soon as the second row is done, you're done because the half's got nothing. And then you're going, so do I hit? Do I stay? Do I go? Like now my winger's in La La Land because I don't know who to hit. So giving Halasima the game time, it's a positive.
It is.
It's also positive.
It is a positive. I think as well, you just touched on like not moving Roger. 7 jersey. Metcalf 3 weeks away.
Metcalf 6.
Do you think Webster came into this year and went, Metcalf's our guy. We just re-signed him for another 2 years. He's here till 28, 29. He's a 7. Do you think he goes, I'm sticking to my process, Tanner's out?
No way.
Okay, do you see a world where Metcalf isn't starting in the halves? Maybe a bit of a spark off the bench till he gets...
I could see him in cup for a bit.
Does he play cup?
Just like one game to get... I know people hate us when we're saying Flegler to cup, but we didn't... He got a trial.
Barnett didn't have any time in cup.
No. He comes back into the
He comes
halves.
straight in.
Hanson unfortunately drops to go to 18-19.
And Chanel Harris-Davida back for a HIA this week.
14.
CNK back to fullback. Tanner for me.
Tane misses out.
Tane misses out. I think you... Would you keep...
I love Tane, man. I love Chance at 6 too.
I don't know whether people would agree, but I think I'd prefer to keep Tane on the bench than Chanel. Because you're going to have to choose, I think. I think you're going to have to choose.
No, you can have 18-19. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe they want to carry a winger though. Like, Oh, but then again, Torpiki can play there.
They've got it.
I think
It's the luxury of the six-man bench. If not, one person who really deserves it will be missing out. And you could even argue AKP already.
if you had to choose though,
I want Chance at the centres, and I want Taint at fullback, and I want Leotawa or one of the others off,
Pompey.
whoever's not 100%. Whoever's not fit, get out. Chance.
Nah.
I want Chance there.
I think Chance is fullback. I just
I love
think
Taint, man.
I know I love Tane too, and he's just re-signed for another few years as well, till 29. So interesting to see how that's going to be balanced because he's going to need time. Maybe RTS leaves, he gets a wing spot.
You know what I did? I know. You know what I did like? I like Chance at 6.
Oh.
I loved Chance at 6. Man.
You are a big fan of Chance at 6.
I love Chance at 6.
Big fan.
I don't even.
But
it's
it
not
also
even
just
defensive.
works. It also
I
just
know.
works with Tanner because he's
Yeah.
so dominant. But his variation, like you can't pick at what he's going to do because now he's got his running game back too, which
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen in first grade. We've seen it in cup. You've seen it in his highlights, especially when he's hitting Dave for feeder on short balls and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best part is you just don't know what's coming.
Okay, talking about that, we do know what's coming the next few weeks. So, Adrian, 42, 40, and 38 points they've scored in 3 weeks. Next 3 games, the Warriors have Tigers, Sharks, and Melbourne in Melbourne. After that, they've got the Titans, Dolphins, Para, and the bye. They could be coming into Magic Round 10-0. Because you look at this and you go, and
Did I
that's-
just get more excited for Magic
and
Round?
do you know who they verse in Magic Round? The Brisbane Broncos. And we know the best fans up there are the Waz fans. And that's coming from a Broncos fan.
Bruh, it's-
Broncos would probably be a close-ish second. Doggies would be up there too. But the Warriors stand
it's
out
a
like a sore
clear
thumb.
standout, bro.
They're that good.
Yeah.
They could be coming in 10-0. Do they beat... Tell me yes or no if they beat Tigers,
Yes.
Sharks,
Yes.
Melbourne in Melbourne.
No.
If anyone could beat them, though, the way they're playing right now,
Yeah.
with the blueprint of the Broncos,
If
but
that,
more consistency.
if that
with,
coincides with Metcalf's return, it might stunt them a little bit because they're going to take a little bit.
I reckon you keep him out for a bit then. If they're still playing this good and they dominate Sharks through the middle with Hansen playing his role and Tanner, if Tanner's in this hot run of Joey form,
Yeah.
do not change a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, do not, I don't care if Metcalf's okay.
Don't do a Bulldogs.
Don't touch a thing.
Don't do
Don't
a
buy
Bulldogs.
Galvin. Don't start buying Adam Reynolds. Don't buy anyone.
Hope they buy Kelvin.
Don't buy anyone. We could see a Magic Round, an undefeated Waz versus the Broncos.
If they're 10-0, you're going to like. What are you going to do?
Oh, I'm so excited. We'd pump
What are you gonna do?
Waz fans, we'd pump you into the core of the earth.
You definitely
At
would
our-
not. I'd
we
wear. If the Bulldogs aren't playing that day, I will wear a Warriors jersey.
Shout out to the Waz, send us a jersey.
But we have to. You know how they do the walk. You know how they normally on. Let's go Caxton Street. Obviously, Brewing Co's on one side. There's a big pub with the balcony.
Yep.
On that side, I have no idea what it's called, but I remember specifically Warriors take over that on their game day,
so good.
and then they do the walk. We have to walk with them.
Done.
Any Wise fans, please.
Yeah, we'll pump you.
Tag us along.
87% completion rate for the Waz. Only 55 minutes to Aaron. But look how they're good. Look how good they're playing, Adrian. Like,
Yeah.
I guess you don't need him playing more minutes when everyone is playing their role and standing up when required in this team right now.
Well,
I still want him more minutes.
Them-
Do you personally want him more minutes?
I
Like
think
me?
there's going to be a balance, but again, I think it's a little bit. It's more of a teething thing with I
you think
suppose
it's situational?
Barnett coming in
I can't even
because
believe,
now
yeah.
Jackson Ford's played 80 again. Right?
Did he?
He's not going to. He's not. He can't do that every week, right?
No.
It's not sustainable. So I think you're going to see as Barnett's minutes increase.
Yep.
Ford will get a break. Probably Aaron gets up to about 60. I just don't see him playing any more than 60.
Yeah,
this year,
not with how good
This
everyone's
year-
playing.
because they don't. Well, at the moment they haven't needed it.
How about his try off the back of shape?
I love that they're putting him in that position now.
Yeah. So you're
Normally-
utilizing more than just the shit stuff.
Normally he's just straight middle forward, going to do that one off the ruck ball playing. Normally gives that ball.
Well, you're dominating with Barnett, with Ford, with Fisher Harris,
Yeah.
with Niakorte coming on as well.
Well, Jackson Ford, I think again, 80 minutes, right? 23 runs, 236 meters, 44 tackles, 3 misses, 2 line breaks and a try in his 100th game.
Dragons will be kicking themselves.
Led the Dally M again. Leading the Dally M again.
That's so good.
But to be fair, him and Tanner,
Yeah,
they were...
that connection.
Tanner's the form half of the comp, not named Nathan Cleary.
Yep. Yeah, Nathan Cleary does. He's not in the discussion of form
It's-
halves or best players in the world. He just is.
Do you know
It's
what I
just-
find funny is they both do a very similar thing. Like Warriors, at the start of the game, they weren't necessarily winning field position. So Tanner just clocks it back, gets his kicking game in the rhythm. Slowly but surely, they start winning. They start winning field position. They start flooding the ruck. They get those 2 passes throughout the ruck, which through those forwards is
It's a
fucking
joke.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like the roll on that they get, it's very Storm-like, really, to be honest.
Is it better
Very-
than Canberra?
It's very similar. I think they do more ball playing between forwards, whereas if Canberra's more like second phase offload. But I think Waz,
I think the Wires have the better combo for me right now.
I think they have a few guys with good footy heads as well, being able to engage like A and B defenders as well. Like
Yeah.
you got Fisher Harris now doing a little bit of ball playing. Not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a
But
lot.
I get what you said.
But I think he's definitely refined it back from what we saw early in the year. But
the Mouldy game.
like,
New halves combination of Hansen and Boyd looked like it worked well.
yep.
I think that's all they need to do. But I think we've talked enough about the Wires. 15 errors in Newcastle.
Yep.
10 in the back line, Mez. 4 for Gagai, 4 for Marju. With no Ponga, Sharp, or Brown. It's sad to say, but they were never going to win this game.
Look, the way that they started, I was very optimistic.
Yep.
I went, okay, we might have a game here. You know, they're good opportunity in the Warriors halves. They applied some pressure, touch of sloppiness, if that's for the lack of a better word.
Yeah.
I just felt like there were some key areas that it was just a bit like effort and
Well, I think when you've got
Balls
Fletcher
to the
Hunt on the
chest.
side, he's not the level of Ponga. And I feel like with the halves of Gamble and Sand and Smith, you
Yeah.
need that top tier influence
Yeah.
of a Ponga.
so they're not going to be able to control their possession. They're not going to be able to end sets well. Not going to be able to get to good parts on the field.
All of it.
But then you start throwing in the set restarts and the penalties they're conceding, plus in the errors. They
Plus-
didn't have much ball.
Plus the team they're versing is in form. Plus
Yeah.
the halfbacks playing like Joey. Plus the forwards are the biggest and best over momentum. Plus Wade Egan is in the form of his life.
and then
And then Sam here, like it's a joke.
much like the duration of the game, when they get a sniff at the end with the Marzu try,
Yeah.
just way too many errors, bro.
Way too many. Like you look like they're coming back and then they just don't do
63
anything.
completion rate, 63%.
It's not good enough. It's disappointing though, because you get people were saying they could probably go. Knights fans were saying they could win with Sharp. I don't think Sharp's the reason. Sharp doesn't change that much. He could score points, but you're getting rolled by a massive team. And
Yeah,
they're
maybe
really
your
good.
maybe your attack.
They did a lot
freshens
better
up a
than
bit.
I assumed. Newcastle. They did a lot better. Not saying the performance was better. They ended up a lot better than I expected.
Yeah,
But without those 3 players, Dylan Lucas unfortunately is a shell of himself right now. They're
well,
just
he's not getting unlocked. The halves aren't doing their job.
exactly, and teams are either done a lot of work on him or the combination just isn't there with the in and out trial. Like even in trials, it just wasn't working, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm
Maybe
still
you
not
switch
sure.
your measures. Maybe
This
you
is one of the
switch your measures.
games. I've
Put McEwen.
got a couple of them here that I'm going to say I just don't know what's going on. I might need your help because in this one for Newcastle, without your superstars,
well-
you're not going to have for a while. I don't know what you're going to do to win.
Knights give me Rabbitohs vibes from last year. Just decimated in key areas.
Already.
Very hard to make your way back. But
What have you
Like-
got? 1.1 million, 1 point something. That's 2.2 plus Sharp, which is 600 at least. Nearly 2.8 million, man. Sitting out, like injured.
Yeah. And then
It's-
unfortunately, you get like the players who are on the field, bit of a brain explosion from Trey.
Oh,
Like
Good
now
friend.
he's going to miss a game. At least if he takes the early guilty plea, it could be
Exactly.
2 weeks. You're down another forward.
jeez, that's not going to help.
You're so shallow in the forwards. This is not what you need. But
No.
like, I tell you what, they're going to have to fight their way out of this mini rut
Yeah,
real quick.
I agree. Dolphins defeated the Cronulla Sharks 38-10. The Dolphins finally learned what they've needed to, and it's one word, starts with D, ends with E-fence. Defense.
Nearly didn't get that. Brain was ticking. Had the monkeys clapping in my brain just then. I was like, D, E, fence. Okay, yeah.
18-10 at halftime. 3 tries in the final 6 minutes. Consolidated the win for the Dolphins. Pulled it out a bit further than I needed to be. But
Yeah.
we look at games a lot deeper than the casual fan. I want to throw to you. Can you sum up what happened for me? What did the Dolphins change and what did the Sharks lack in this game? Because I don't feel like much change from the other weeks. Is it the opportunity for Sharks to actually have momentum in their free-flowing footy?
Yeah.
Can they not change momentum? Because Dolphins can score against anyone, and another 38 points is not shocking. But what was the main change that you saw that you felt won them the game?
Well, I think it was the execution in their attack. So like, okay,
Especially
look,
from the week before.
field position and possession in the Dolphins 20, they had it especially starting the second half, right? This is when they needed to flip the game. What did I get? They get 2 points to points, 50-50 call for Trindle try. Had some momentum.
Yeah.
I just don't think this was the week where the halves stood up when they needed to. Look at the other side. Katoa, every time that he has a broken line defense, he has to sum up the play.
Yeah, he's there ready to
He
go.
makes the right decision most of the time.
Yeah.
I got to say,
he puts his balls out at least. He puts his balls on the line.
most definitely. But I think if you're going to put it down to one thing, I think it's execution, because I think this game, it was written in the stars for me, points.
Yeah.
And it just didn't come that way. Straight up execution.
I think the Sharks have read a little bit of the manual of, and also to say that they were going to win this.
Yeah.
They've read the script.
But again, we're thinking Penrith hangover, bro. What did they, to me, they looked tired. They looked fatigued.
Wow.
Tired, fatigued, late in the half especially. They
can travel.
I hate teams that concede points in the last minute of the half. It's just like,
don't even start me on
not
that.
great for momentum
Don't
for the second
start me
half
on
as well.
that. Well, I mean, we came out in 13 out of 13, then won the second half. So
I was ready to sit here and say the Penrith game was a write-off for the Sharks. This made me worry.
Brought it back.
This made me worry.
Okay.
Just because I'm also, like, that's probably taking, I suppose, a little bit of bias into consideration because I'm not too crash hot on the Dolphins.
Yep.
So I just think if they come out and they beat
very
you...
high on the Sharks.
I'm very high on the Sharks.
Yeah.
And you got to think they had, 3 or 4 penalty goals. It dragged it out to 20-10 and they scored 3 late. The scoreline flatters the Dolphins.
Yeah.
They did not win the game by a 26-point margin.
Yeah, but 28. But how did the Sharks allow this? Their forward rotation is one of the best in the comp. Their 9 is top 9 in the comp.
Which is odd because you look at that, right? And as soon as Rudolph came on, Talakai came on, Brayley started running. Gone, this is it.
They looked great again.
So they're going to run away.
But then the halves
They just didn't.
It just doesn't.
Again, if I'm going to sit here and be hyper positive on the Sharks, I think I have to be hypercritical as well.
Yeah.
It's not good enough, bro. Like,
love that.
Genuine.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to hold someone to a high standard, I can't sit here and say, oh, yeah, don't worry about it, Sharks fans. You should be pissed. That was a bad effort. At home, too. Fucking hell.
Battle of the animals.
Battle of the
sea
Fins.
creatures.
Battle of the Fins.
Battle of Fins, like that.
Battle of the Fins.
Love that. Was really good, Adrian. I really
Thanks,
liked
bro.
that. I enjoyed that.
Cheers.
Listening as a listener.
Cheers, lad.
We saw Atkinson left to right last week.
Yeah.
Then we get the luxury of seeing the Katoa. He comes in and goes, hey, bro, take a seat. Because Herbie's scheming on the last tackle, as usual. Flicks around, goes around, 1,000 line breaks. I've got something on him, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Flicks the ball out, bullets it out to Isako to score in the corner. As soon as I see him get the ball, I knew it was hitting him on the chest. Katoa gets the ball, receives it, looking at his left, straightens up, has that little look. As soon as his shoulders straighten up again, that was
Cue.
that was the cue, but that was also the, what do you call it when you're about to fire?
I suppose like a load up.
He was exactly
Loading?
what it is. He was loading up. You love that. You love a load. So he straightens up, loading up, and then left to right, bullet pass to Osako in the corner. Right, that's the most well executed pass I've ever seen in NRL, I reckon.
That is so.
You're not going to beat how crisp.
This is you're going to like this one. That is so Hayden Short Liverpool touch days.
Yeah, back in the day.
The
one we got called forward.
That is a dump and throw a fucking.
We used to call it a wide load.
Wide load from halfway in the.
Why do we call it wide load?
I don't know. It's a very odd name now thinking back to it, isn't it?
We would go. Adrian goes shorty wide load, and then Thomas or someone would be on that wing.
Yeah.
Adrian, one of the best dumpers in the game. Jacob Preston of touch footy, hits the best line, just opens it up for me between two defenders. I'll left, right foot, and or probably usually left, and then straight to that right winger.
Yeah, run left.
I want you to
foot,
dump left,
bang.
fade, which we'd call it a fade.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be arrows, which would be to the middle. The fade is your man comes in and you fade between the left middle and left
Link.
I'm getting Oztag turning this up now. And then you dump there,
And you throw
pull
it
that
half the
level
field.
short side, you left him, and then you go long ball.
Because long side's hitting.
They have to hit.
Long side's
Bro,
hitting.
that is just, it's so good. That's years and years of reps.
That's touch footy background. That's stuff that can't be taught, bro.
Nah, I was listening to a podcast today, and it wasn't anything to do with sport.
Okay. Boring.
But they were talking about something that stuck with me. It was like, you're not going to improve in life if you just keep sitting there and thinking that your initial talent you had was going to level you up. The best people in life are always working on their craft. And I was thinking, Adrian and I used to always play together every week. And I'm thinking recently, why am I not as fit? Why am I not as good in decision-making situations, in high pressure, in OzTag, in life, in things where I want to sum up things and play to the best of my ability? We're not in those situations anymore as much. And obviously you're going to get fixed soon and we'll go back to that.
Yeah.
But it's still interesting to think. You need to keep applying
Pressure.
Yeah, and applying your trade.
But I also think like there's probably people on the field like Izzy Katoa. There's people there pushing him to be better.
Yes.
And I think that's a very similar trait as to what you were alluding to. I think if you don't have someone on your same level who wants you to be the best version of yourself, it's very hard to push yourself.
Well, the word I'm thinking of when I think of that is influential.
Influential.
Top 3 influential players in the game: Reece Walsh, Nathan Cleary, Herbie Farnworth.
Yeah, I got to agree.
Bro, like, come on.
Look at the game last week. He wasn't getting the ball and he went, fuck this, I'm just going to go get it.
It's going to come in.
I'm just going to go get it then.
I want someone like that. It's a little bit of a throwback to the big Dave Fafita when he would just come in and go, get off me, give me the ball, I'm going to throw all of you off, I'm going to run to the line. I want to see that again.
He'd go in the dummy half 5 meters out, not even look left or right and still score.
A little bit of Isaiah Papali'i and who else does that? Isaiah Papali'i and Sifa Talakai.
Talakai
would
loves
also
it a
do
bit.
that.
Yeah.
Straight in and dive. Try.
It's perfect.
Love it.
Look, Dolphins, I think they showed a bit of fitness, using their weapons even as decoys. A little bit of variation, a little bit of Tanner Boyd about it. I think their second half was a really good half. They capped it off nicely. I think it was well managed, which I think we can look at the halves of Nikorima and Katoa and say they haven't managed these games properly.
No.
And they finally have.
Cody hasn't had to do anything to.
No.
He's not been the standout. Once again, he's the Connor Tracy. He's just, I'm there for you.
Yeah.
What do you need me to do?
Just done his job in defense.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't really take advantage of him, where some weeks he can be isolated and taken advantage of. But I feel like their goal line, their scramble defense, very impressive. And I think their lack of discipline at times can worry me because I feel like they do slip a bit.
Yeah.
But this week they were able to.
But they maintained
They were able to maintain. They fought it back and they got back to basics.
Well done.
And I still think defense won them the game.
Love that. Next game, South Sydney Rabbitohs defeated the West Tigers 20-16. Gosford match, absolutely love that stadium. That's top 3 stadium for me. The palm trees in the background. It's where I first saw Kelma Tulangi play like prime English.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
Yep.
Shout out to Thomas. Build-a-fire, just built. Pokladulka. I'm going to be very positive on the Tigers today because a lot of the tries from the Rabbits came off your errors, the Tigers' errors.
Yeah.
So that's a real big positive.
Unforced errors?
Well, the Tigers' left side defense, they got tore up by the...
They did.
They actually defended quite well both times. They had the numbers. They got beaten one-on-one. So that's something you can fix up. Benji's going to go, hey, you're okay there.
Yeah.
Luai, what the fuck are you doing?
Well,
Jai Gray's one of the smallest guys in the field. Gets you. Blistering pace. First contact was not good enough. You fell straight off him.
Like, I suppose a combination with only one game.
Yeah.
There, but that was a clear intent. Like, game plan was to target those two guys.
Macassini in the centre, of course. He's a wing. He's going to be a world-class winger one day. But for right now, that's the spot you aim at. Both ones. Then the Whiten bullies Macassini. That's one-on-one again. You defended well. You kept your defensive structure was there. One-on-one, you got beaten by the faster man and the stronger man at the time.
More experienced man too.
100%. You give them a few more games together, they don't concede this. They concede 20 points, and they start off with basically 12 straight away.
Essentially,
Straight away.
That's right.
It was done. It was going to, this could blow out. And in the past, this is a 9th place Tigers, and they get pumped. They lose by 4. The thing I liked was how the Tigers, how they reacted when they're not completely culminating momentum.
Yeah.
I think they did okay for once.
Yeah, I do agree with you.
Because they're very momentum shifty.
I do just feel like, again, they didn't have the start they wanted. Down 12-0. You're looking up at the score sheet. You're going, shit, we're behind the 8 ball already. Obviously a bit different to their Cowboys game. They started hot.
Yeah.
Right? They looked like they were the better team. And I feel like this is where they went, okay, we're going to be in a bit of an arm wrestle. Let's see what we got, right?
That's why I wanted to see this. You've got Royce Hunt, Sione Fainu, and Seyfarth, who looked good again. Looked really good. Appy on the back of that, there's none better. It's Harry Grant, Appy Coruscant, I think, Blake Brayley.
I think Appy controlled the middle. They tired that middle, which is what you needed.
And that's how they get their first points.
Yeah.
I think if Royce Hunt scores that try after halftime, which another thing has to be props again to Jai Gray. That foot, little Tallis Duncan hand, knocks it out. I think The score may have blown out a little bit. The Tigers get their momentum that they worked so hard for the whole game.
Yeah.
And then they dominate for a long enough period of time to win overall, especially considering Luai and Dewey both go off injured with about 14 minutes to go, 16 all.
Yeah.
They go off injured. So that thing, I think if you keep them both on the field, Dewey stayed on till the final 3 minutes or so. Mm-hmm. It's a high hamstring as well, which I think might be a while. But I think if they have both of them on, Luai unlocks Buller, who unlocks Dewey. I think they win. I actually think they win the game.
I agree in the sense of the chance would have been there if the both halves were on.
Yeah.
Devastating blow. Out of everyone on that park, I probably didn't want those two guys to go down, to be fair.
Yeah, especially Luai.
Pretty irreplaceable. But Jock Madden, Javon Andrews.
Did he get on?
No, he's not. He didn't.
Okay,
but I'm
right.
saying these are the guys that are going to come in and replace him. He's going to come in and replace him.
We saw him, I think, Queensland under-19's Javon Andrews.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure.
Last year, they picked him up from the Titans. Very good player. Huge raps on him.
That's not bad.
Huge
to go
raps
down and play for Benji, yeah.
Look, Tigers, I think they had 7 sets in a row with the ball to no points to start the game.
What did you think that was?
Hey?
What did you think that was? Good D or a bit of Dragons attack?
I don't know. They versed the Cowboys last week. So maybe they're getting gaps.
Opposite effect hangover?
Maybe
from the Penrith to Cowboys, you get a bit of false confidence?
False confidence. Perfect word. Perfect word. I don't know. They just weren't executing. I felt like they were happy to build the pressure.
Yep.
And they were just like, we're just going to apply pressure. It'll build. They did split them through the middle, but I just felt like their shifts to their edge. I think last week they really opened them up around the back rowers, around that 3 or 4 man. This week you didn't get that luxury.
Nah, but they've got some good back rowers there too. That's why.
You didn't get that
coming
luxury.
From their middles.
That's what I mean. So I just think with the amount of ball, especially good ball in their 20, I think the opportunity was there. They needed to cash in a bit more. But realistically,
do you think Sam Weller is left second rower for New South Wales?
No.
Bro, he is so good. I think it's time. I've said it already about Halasima starting.
Bro, Hudson Young.
No, I'd start Sam Weller and have Hudson Young off the bench again.
Okay, let me hit you with another one then. Is Luai playing 5'8" then?
Yeah.
If Luai's playing 5'8", I can understand.
Bro, that combo, imagine.
His deception.
Who's your left centre?
Not fucking Makasini.
No, who's your left? No, I'm saying who's your left centre there? Bro, is that on that wing too? You could put him there. Fucking, he could play anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, that's gun.
I understand what you're saying. I think you might be getting a little bit too excited at this point.
He looks so big.
But again,
I think so good.
I do think Luai makes him.
Do you reckon?
Not makes him look good, but I feel like he brings out his best qualities. It's a really good word.
And the players he'd play around in Origin wouldn't do that as well.
I understand.
He might not be there.
I understand.
He might not be there yet, but I don't think he'd do a bad job having him there. I don't think he'd be disappointed with him. And the way Angus Crichton's playing,
Hutto's there. It's Hutto and Liam Martin.
I love that you're going. I love as a New South Wales fan you're saying that because there's going to be a lot of pushback on that.
Yeah, I like Hutto.
New South Wales fans don't like Hutto.
I need this Hutto. The Hutto that I saw against the Bulldogs. I don't think
you need this Cleary too. Sorry. I didn't mean that. That was wrong. That's too low. I can't do that to
Tigers,
an hour and a half in.
Sione Fainu.
Yeah.
Royce Hunt, 1-2 punch.
Bro.
Sione's good, bro. Sione, we've seen this for a couple of years. I never
laughed at you saying that to me.
What's that?
I know.
Yeah, bro.
I was like,
I feel like
you're convincing. You're speaking to the choir here.
Yeah, I know.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, preaching to the choir.
You are definitely.
That's again. That's where they need to go. Yeah. I think they might struggle for a few weeks. Let's be real.
Well, especially if they're going to not give Javon Andrews, I probably wouldn't chuck him in right now.
Well,
if they go,
we're going to go fucking Appy to 7.
They're probably going to go Heath Mason.
I'd rather chuck him in.
And
I'd rather
Tristan
give him
Hope
a go.
there somewhere, like in the 9 or something, and maybe Appy.
Wouldn't it be telling though if Benji, who was just thrown in as a young kid, throws in a young kid and he turns out to be what we expect him to be?
Did I say they have the Warriors this week?
Tigers do have the Warriors.
You do not chuck Javon Andrews in against the Warriors, bro.
Do they? Yeah, I think they do.
Let me check. I'll let you know.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, they do. 6 p.m. Friday.
Do not throw Javon in there.
You're
going to throw Heath Mason in there, and then they're going to play fucking Halasima on the left edge when Pompey comes back from just being at ad days.
You're right, and that's just Benji, do it. Back him. If you back him now,
I think Javon.
You ruin him forever.
No, you won't.
You won't ruin him. I reckon he's got it in him.
I think defensively he might be able to handle him a little bit more than
he's young.
than Heath.
Yeah, probably. I think so. Rabbits, though.
Rabbits.
They want to clean up their act. 16 errors. I know they're that type of side.
Yep.
They are. But if you don't have Jai Gray, incredible defensively once again.
Yeah.
Just a bit more sugar on him, bit more icing on the cake over Connor Tracy. Jai Gray, scoring points, but also great defensive positioning again. One of the best defensive position fullbacks, I think, in the comp.
And I think he's got the speed to also be covering side to side.
Yeah.
Even when you pin him at marker, he's still quick enough to get that little grubber in, even if it's through the middle towards that second rower. He's quick enough to get there.
A couple tackles there that were game-winning performances. It was a game-winning performance again.
Yeah, well, they only won by, 6 points, 4 points, whatever it was?
It was the 4 points again.
I think so. Their goal line defense, but I think Jackie Whiten wins them the game, personally. He's one-on-one versus Macassini. I think Macassini gets the number on a lot of centres.
Was that first contact by Jai as well? Was he there to help?
Whiten whacked him a few times, bro.
Yeah, he showed him he was there.
Well,
That's what you want. Macassini's going to excel from that. It's a win-win in that situation.
Well, yeah, Macassini's obviously going to learn a hard lesson that you don't fuck with Jackie Boy. Real hard. He was
hard.
solid, bro. So hard. Just
Latrell would be going to him too. Fucking smash him.
He thinks he's good, bro.
Hit him.
He thinks he's better than Jackie Boy.
Smash him. I reckon he'd be going all day behind him. Pump him, Jack. Pump him, Jack. Because he'd be yelling from the back. You'd hear him all game.
You would, bro.
From the other side of the field, Latrell would be yelling out, "Get him!"
But they did a lot of defending and only 16 points.
16 points.
A lot of defending, bro. I think that's again, it's probably the only team that I think have stuck true to their trial form. There's a bit of Rabbitohs DNA about that. I just don't think they're going to go away.
No. I would have loved to see. That's why I'm going to say the same thing in this next game. I would have loved to see them all 13 on 13 the whole game. Because I would have liked to see the DNA of both sides come out, the second phase footy with 10, 15 minutes to go.
Well, that's when they look good.
I know.
That's when they didn't really get too much of it either.
Souths are fighting their way back. Luai got injured, putting pressure on Jai Gray within his like 8 meters, out. Like it's perfect and exactly what you do. The next 2 sets is probably try, you run away with it. But then get injured and just blows it off. And then you've got Appy trying to do everything. I'm like, nah, bro. You see how good you were at 9? Like you were the best 9 in the comp for like 3 minutes there. And then you start kicking and trying to do everything yourself.
They got Tristan Hope there.
Tristan Hope and Appy need to work out what's going on there because Appy's going to be doing a lot of controlling from first receiver or the ruck.
It's difficult.
It's going to be losing Dewey as well.
Jock Madden coming in is a good thing for them.
Jock Madden's good. But
interesting to see how they go.
Yeah, who has the keys? Who's your man?
Bit like Newcastle. I think there's a little bit of a rut coming, but I
still think they can hold it though. I think Tigers got the quality.
Luai 4 weeks. We haven't heard news on Dewey yet.
No, it could be longer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Second last game of the week, Parramatta Eels defeated the St. George Illawarra Dragons 30-20. Sin Bins stuffed the flow and scoreline in this one. It would have been good to see the game a full 13 on 13. That's the first thing I wrote.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to talk. We're going to talk about this game, but we're not going to talk specifically about all gameplay, the whole game. Pezzett penalty try. I know you're going to have an opinion on this, and I think we're going to agree. So the thing that doesn't help Sewer is he makes contact with Pezzett, obviously, as he's running through.
Yeah.
But the whole time, after the initial contact, he pulls out of the tackle and holds his arm on him the whole time, ready to grab. He doesn't even take his arm off and then reattach. His arm's on him and he waited. Although he was in the vicinity, that means he was in the vicinity the whole time. Therefore, I physically think that can't mean it's a penalty try. He does not disappear, whether he tackles him early or late.
Yeah, he's still there.
And then you add in Gutho coming across. I still think...
Would he get the ball?
I still think he scores.
I
still think Pezzett scores.
But there's a contest.
But Jaden Sewer was right there.
There's a contest.
If Jaden Sewer wasn't there, I get it. 50-50.
How many times over the weekend did we see fullbacks covering, saving a try?
Yeah. You're right. Exactly
Gutherson,
right.
experienced fullback, defensively sound.
Against his former club.
I back him probably, 7 or 8 times out of 10?
6 or 7, probably, I think. But there's still doubt.
You do that again, that's it. We're done. All right? Because you did it last week too. You did it last week.
You said it.
We're starting to bar things. We're putting them on
Sorry, guys,
no-go zones.
I'm Gen Z. I'm just...
No-go zone.
I don't actually know what it means, but
reference.
You just said it again.
Thank you.
Halves.
Stop it.
And there's still doubt. Thoughts?
Look, am I happy that it's a try? I don't really.
Nah. But I think it should have been. I think by the letter of the law, that is a sin bin offence. That's a professional foul. It's a sin binable offence. That's it.
And I even think that Parramatta would rather them not give the penalty try and send Sewer to the sin bin.
100%.
Because he was fucking ripping them to shreds.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
So if you have 10 minutes again with a halves pairing of Moses and Pezzett, you should be able to take advantage of the man advantage.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think they should have. Do you think, another thing, it's just, it's a long episode, but
pop it, we're
do
here.
you think that you would give the captains a choice to choose there? Do you want a penalty try? Do you want a bin?
Captain's challenge. Captain's choice. Yeah.
Is that dumb? Is that dumb by me? It could be dumb. It could just be a little thought I've had on the run.
Captain's choice. I'd need time to digest.
And then they give them like the captain's challenge. Let's go 15 seconds. 15. Deliberate with whoever you've got. Get your trainer on the field. Timer starts now. 15 seconds. Do you want the try or do you want the? Do you want the penalty try or sin
I
bin?
think everyone would say penalty try.
No, but in situations like this, we've said you could benefit a lot more from going take the 2 points or go for the try next one. You score again. He's off for 10. Broncos scored 3 tries in 18 minutes.
Penrith did it in 12 minutes too.
See, so what I'm thinking is
that's what I mean. I think everyone will say, "I want the penalty try." Just give the penalty try. It's only one try. I still have 13 on the field. I'm not disadvantaged for the next 10 minutes.
Hold on. Okay, I said it incorrectly. I'm saying from Para. Para get to choose whether they get the try or the other team loses their man.
No, what?
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Of course they're going to turn around and say, "Yeah, get him off for 10 minutes. We'll score 4."
That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought was that silly. Are you saying from the defensive side?
Defensive team.
Wow.
Whoever the penalty is being conceded. Like,
you reckon? I never
like
even
imagine Gutho goes,
get off.
Do you give him the try or you go
get off, 10? Bro? We can defend. Get off.
That'd be a fucking.
I'm saying to Moses, get over here. So it's going to be a penalty try or it's going to be you want their man in the bin. Which one do you want?
I don't think the attacking team would choose. I think the defensive team would choose. If again we're sitting in a world where this has happened and we probably never will.
It's probably dumb. Yeah,
probably
it's probably
never
stupid because you want the referees to make a decision.
Is this the dumbest thing Hayden
when
said
AI
on the podcast?
refs the game? What, Luai being fullback from New South Wales is not dumb?
No. Great shout. Great shout.
So the Flanagan-Atkinson combo,
yes.
I think there were a lot of gaps. But Dragons fans, it's going to be hard to say, but I think it will click. The issue is I don't think it's this year. I think you're going to need a lot of minutes together. Atkinson hasn't played 7. Actually, probably hasn't played 7 anywhere. He was the 6. Nico was Nico was the 7, but then Atkinson nominated there. So it's really hard to know what Atkinson's actually played.
Yeah, I know.
Although there are no excuses for some of these poor attacking sets that they came up with.
Yeah.
Boys, simple hands. You ever seen get up and pass? I know you want to go against momentum. Shout out to producer Pat. Loves against momentum play. But, bro, just pass the ball. Like, get up, straighten up a couple steps and pass the ball.
Yeah, I know.
You score 3 or 4 times. On that left side of the field, for some reason, they weren't going there.
When you have back rowers like Luciano Leilua, like Jaden Sewer,
bro,
with a centre pairing of Moses Sully and Valentine Holmes, I'll give you the hot tip. Just get him the fucking ball.
Just hit. You saw the prime example here, and it's not the same thing. And actually, Raiders weren't even down a player in this instance. When Curran gets the ball on the front foot, down points right now, gives early ball, gets it in the rain, literally flicks it straight to Preston and scores under the posts. All he did was catch and pass. That's straighten, all you needed to do.
Pass.
Curran shouldn't be able to do that. Luciano Leilua can definitely do that. Emre Gula gets the ball, looks left dummies and runs straight. Bro, like, even if you pass late, even if you pass early, try time, 4 and 2.
There are a lot of...
Unless you're drinking against Jaden Campbell and you third intercept. But there are a lot of variables that go there. But Moses is by himself, turning his shoulder out, literally looking like, I've got to go in here. And then he runs and he's going, sweet, 4 and 2.
Sick. Thanks, bro.
And that is the thing that shout out to JC. Don't actually know what his name is. JC, he, big Dragons fan, he put out a video just ripping them to shreds and I loved it because I was like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel and I didn't even care about him.
Hayden, we sat here last week doing our tips and I said to you, this is a game the Dragons should win, but they will lose.
I kept that in because I knew that's exactly what would happen.
And it went to script.
It did.
The script is written. And then they'll probably come out this week. Who are they versing? Someone fucking good. They'll probably come out.
The Dragons this week are versing...
Titans.
Versing the Titans on Sunday. So like,
it wouldn't surprise me if they... Dragons have to win, bro.
Come on, man. I want the Titans to win for the sake of just rugby league. just because I'm a rugby league fan.
Yeah, I know.
But I just can't see it.
Look, I think the Dragons, bro. Where do you again like the Knights? Like, where do you start?
And they don't have the excuses. Like the sin bin, too many sin bins, but the sin bin from Ryan Couchman,
Yeah,
that's
ACL.
That's looking like
Hopgood.
Is it confirmed?
Yeah, confirmed. Did you see them do the? I always watch it because obviously I have a torn ACL myself, so I always watch it, and I'm like, they did the test and they looked at him and they went, and he went, fuck,
And he walked off. Didn't even hobble.
Didn't even limp, bro. I did that. Second time I did mine, I didn't even know I did it. Just
crazy.
steaming in.
Yeah, and he's been sent straight to judiciary, which means that he will get punished. I've said it many times.
4+?
I've said it many times.
Over-unders?
I feel like he should get whatever weeks the person's out for. This one's a bit tough, but you've now ruined this guy's year, relationships, things he's got on, life, work,
bro,
mental health. Like, you should be out, bro.
This is. There's a reason why they say like this injury is life changing. Like I've felt it. I've been,
You've been impacted by
those first few weeks after you're sitting on your own. You're in a brace. You can't move, and you have to push yourself through the rehab. No one's gonna do it. It's you yourself. You're in that room. You're in the gym. It is such a dark place, but
this one wasn't that bad. Like, I think he fell. It was a hip drop.
And again, I think Jason Riles explained it quite well in the press conference. A lot of these tackles are due to fatigue, and players don't actually mean what they're doing.
Okay.
Think about
I think intent does have to come into it. I agree.
My note in this game is the ruck speed was so quick. There was so many 6 agains. He's just trying to get him to the ground so he can wrestle that momentum back. Like,
to slow it down just a touch more, and then every tackle a touch more, and
Exactly.
therefore momentum changes. So yeah, you're right. Okay, you need to factor in a little bit of humility and intent.
yes.
I think the person
late in the
thinking
first
about
half,
it,
so they've been going for nearly 40 minutes. Ryan Couchman,
fighting back.
an interchange player, I understand, but still, like, he goes at a million miles an hour when he's out there.
He's a gun. Yeah.
Look,
I know. Mate, okay, I take it back.
yeah,
I think it can't be the whole. You can't have him out for like 6 to 8 months.
yeah.
Probably they're saying 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8.
That's what they're saying is
See,
a
I'd
possibility.
say over-unders would be my 4 weeks.
What was getting that 12 weeks a while ago? What was that? Who was getting heaps? Was it the comments? It was comments of Spencer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was 12 weeks. So if we put that into the equation, that's pretty bad.
Like, let's say
six,
that's
I think 4 to 6. Even then, that's harsh, but
probably
still,
4
what you've
with an
done
early
is
guilty
pretty
plea.
bad.
Probably 4 with an early guilty plea.
Yeah, but what you've done is pretty bad.
Ryan doesn't really wouldn't have many carryover points. It might be his first incident. Like, seems like a pretty stand-up guy.
Yeah, but what you've done now, like,
Yeah, it's
I know it's
unfortunate.
unfortunate and there's no intent, but okay, 5 weeks then. 4 I
Yeah.
wasn't happy with. 6 is I'm very happy with, but let's go. I'll meet at 5. 5 or 6. Actually 6.
Okay.
I just feel like Hop could just come back from injuries.
Yeah.
Now he's
Yeah, I know.
and they've lost the player the whole year.
Very unfortunate. I think.
But it also opens up a door for another young player to come up.
Oh, and boy, do they have him.
Yeah.
Dury, Tuivasa,
gone.
Moretti not even in the team yet.
See, that's another thing. It could be
Ryan
a blessing.
Madison sitting in the wings. Perfect fit,
Muscles.
just quietly. Perfect fit.
Perfect fit.
For the Dragons, I just want to end on
Yeah.
they couldn't. I suppose they don't have an isolating half. Like, look at all the good teams in the NRL. They have
The boring straighten up half.
They have the boring straighten up half.
I thought Kyle Flanagan was that.
I just don't think he engages because he's, without sounding like too negative,
I know what
he's
you're
just.
gonna say, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
just not
think he's-
a bigger threat. Like, you look at Jerome Hughes
he's a bit
squaring up a
worried to
defense.
get-
You think if he dummies me, he's going to skittle me, bro.
Okay. I was thinking you were saying he's a little bit scared to get hit.
No, I don't think he's scared to get hit or
So you say
anything.
he doesn't have
Nothing
that
negative.
attacking
I just don't. I think that the type of player that he is, even if he did throw a dummy, you'd probably be like, I think I can get him.
Even
Whereas
though
if
he's
there's
had
no,
a lot
like,
of tries
proper
last year, mate, from those
engagement.
dummies and run.
Proper engagement.
So you think he needs to take on it a bit more then
Yeah, I
to
think.
build that like he did last year,
I
scoring a lot of tries from dummies.
I think he just. For me, if I was Shane, I'd be saying, Kyle,
Just go.
first half, you're just going to run.
Okay.
Whole first half, you're just
Bit
going
of
to run.
Ezra Mam about it. Bit
Just
of
run.
Burton.
Just run. Use
Okay.
Gutho at the back. Maybe even run Flano on a double lead and hit Gutho at the back. He can do that work.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Also want to see, I think they need a change on the left wing. Money man. I want to see that left edge humming with David Farley on the wing. For me. Extra bit of spark.
Anything specific? Errors
Just,
or
defensive cues. I don't really rate him in defense.
yeah, I think that's why he was dropped last year too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was in and out injury as well.
Because
so.
they did tear that side apart, I suppose. But
Shout out to Talon De Silva as well. Looked good off the bench. Liked him.
yeah.
Really liked him for para.
Yeah, I think so.
Added a lot of value.
Para just won the game.
Last game of the week, North Queensland Cowboys defeated the Gold Coast Titans 30-16. All right, our tips and predictions for round 4.
Jesus Christ. Let's be real quick, yeah?
88% completion rate for the Cows. That wins them this game. Simple as that for me.
Yep.
They hold the ball, they win the game. Way too many errors. The 4-on-2 from Drinky. I think because he had so much joy early on with that dummy and go to score. He scored 2, didn't he?
Scored 1 and then set up 1. Set up Talangi.
He scored the
first
one
try.
by himself, the first try, where he skipped
Sliced
across
through,
and then sliced through, and gave. I think that put a little bit of a false sense of security with him. And then JC,
Yeah.
the 4-on-2, seriously. It just had me flashbacks to the trivia last year.
Most
where
intercepts.
Most intercepts. I think it was 6. Jaden Campbell.
Natural player, isn't he? First game back, 2 tries. He's pretty much the only...
Carry. That's what we say when the kids say, hey, kids, carry. Who carried in this game?
Me.
Right now,
Carrying in this?
You, big time.
Thanks, bro.
JC. Individual
Yeah,
brilliance from JC and Drinky. That's the main point I have for both of them. They're stars of the side. If they're not there, this could be 4-all.
This is a game, if we refer back to our question again at the start, it's just starting to be a battle of possession for the lower tier teams. Like, unfortunately, their defenses are so brittle. You hold the ball, we know they can attack.
Yeah.
If you can hold the ball, keep your errors low, win field position, you're gonna run in try after try after try, and that's unfortunately what happened. The Cowboys, though, the Titans, I felt like they're just self-imploding again. It's essentially the same flavour from last year. I think both teams were very vulnerable around the ruck, both errors too high. Not a very nice game to watch for a 6 p.m. Sunday.
Yeah.
Which for us people who
It's a big slog.
we have jobs, we wake up the next morning, you have to stay watching and attentive to 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah. When it's like this.
Tough, bro.
And unfortunately, that's probably why they're in that position.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
think
they're in that spot.
When they try and go through the front door, it's when they look the best. Tino playing 40-something minutes. Don't know what's happening there. Curtis Moran, rocks and diamonds.
I think that's the way he plays, though. They knew this when they bought him.
And again, it is... I'm referring back to the errors again.
Yeah.
I think that the errors that they're making, they're just in key spots. Like, they're just... When you're in good ball and you have an opportunity to come back in the game and it's just a blatant knock-on from an easy ball from the hooker.
Yeah.
It's just they mean... It's not like they mean more.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I do. And another thing that stands
They
out
matter
to me, I
more.
don't like bringing it up, but the Fotuwaika one,
Yep.
twice, tackled and then just dropped.
Bro, they score points, kick off twice. Or you
That's
finish...
a coach killer, man.
You know, you finish a set in a good area and then within 2 plays you're giving away a penalty, all of a sudden they're down in the 40. Like, I think they were outplayed. They didn't want it as much as the Cows, even though the Cows were at home. I think they need to learn how to attack in the red zone and be able to adapt their gameplay to the way that the game's going.
Yeah. Well, it felt like they were on top. For me, Titans felt like they were on top.
Yeah.
With the brilliance of JC.
Yeah.
And then Cowboys just fought their way back and then stayed in front.
It's like
It's kind of 2 weeks in a row type thing too.
You know what it felt like? It felt like, the race where Cowboys jump out, Titans jump out.
Yeah.
Cowboys jump out.
But then Cowboys were actually in front for most of the game anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, what?
And like I suppose the right edge of the Cowboys, they shut down the left edge, which I thought probably wasn't a big feat. Is that the right word?
Yep. But the good thing is as well, they have Nanai to come back.
Yeah.
So I think that can add a lot for them. I don't think defensively.
Yeah.
But if they're just scoring more than their opponents, sometimes that's what you need to get through to make the 8.
I still think they're a bit soft in D through the middle though.
Yeah.
Cowboys, they concede a lot of tries through the middle.
Well, if you look at it, they conceded 2 tries to JC. That means they're at 16 and they only scored 16 points.
Yeah.
So if they stop those 2, that's 30-6 or 30-8. So that's a decent win by the Cows against a possible bottom of the table side.
Yeah.
That's 8 to 12th. That's all you got to do.
8th spot. Did you say 8th spot?
Well, you did.
Cowboys 8th spot.
You did.
Look,
There's not much more I have.
Do I think that the Cows can, bring themselves back to a top 8 side again? They're versing the Titans.
I'm not sure what's going on. Clifford was so good in the trials. Dearden has just got no support around him at all.
But the thing is,
missing.
I'm watching Dearden play and it's just not happening, bro. It's just not clicking.
No.
And I feel like they're probably sitting there going, pretty much like Penrith, like last year. They're like, we're doing fucking everything right. Like, we're training well and we just come out in the paddock and nothing clicks.
Yeah.
So I think the same as the Titans. I think that both teams, they're just trying to. It's like they're trying to. They're what are they doing in the water? You know, when you're in the water and you're trying to keep yourself up.
Oh, treading water.
They're just treading water and they're trying to keep their head afloat.
Love it.
They just haven't got there yet.
You have had some good
They will.
simile metaphors, whatever else you call them.
Thank you.
Shout out to Tara today. You've had some good
Inspiration.
play on words.
Inspiration.
And you've carried that because I started
Thank you.
getting to the point where I was flicking my headphones over the top to see which way it felt best.
That's nice. I'm
In
glad
the
I've kept
cows.
your attention. Hopefully we've kept the
because when I
viewer.
was talking about Cowboys, I was like, boring.
Hopefully we've kept the viewer this long. So
Yeah.
big push today. Let's get into it,
Yeah,
bro.
it's very good. Tips and predictions for round 4, Thursday, 8 p.m. Manly Sea Eagles v Sydney Roosters. Will the Sydney Roosters have the hangover from
Penrith
the
hangover.
post-Panthers? Because you said that, I'm doing it. I'm going Manly, 1-12. You've pulled it. You've pulled it back. I think the Sydney Roosters hangover after losing to Penrith.
Shit, I don't know.
You talked me into it. I have Roosters 1-12 here, but it's gone Manly.
I think I'll stick with the Roosters 1-12.
Soft. Friday, 6 p.m. New Zealand Warriors, West Tigers, Warriors 13+.
Warriors 13+.
Friday, 8 p.m. Brisbane Broncos, Dolphins. Wow, points. Broncos 1-12.
A good win last week. A lot of people will probably tip them 13+. I think I'll go 1-12.
Saturday, 3 p.m. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, Newcastle Knights. Geez, good time to get them too. Without their main boys, yeah, Dogs 13+.
Yeah, deflated Knights. I think Bulldogs put them to the sword. Good analogy again.
It's very good.
Similarity. Bulldogs 13+. Still can't speak English, but I can come up with a fucking whatever it was. I still don't know the word.
Oh, this has been a long potty.
It was.
Saturday, 5:30. Penrith Panthers, Parramatta Eels. Panthers 13+.
Penrith Panthers 13+.
Saturday, 7:35. North Queensland Cowboys, Melbourne Storm. I'm going Melbourne 13+, but be safe. Just go Melbourne. I just think Cows could come out and surprise them. I don't know how or what they're going to do, but I think they could.
Melbourne lost at home last week. They will come out and Melbourne will win 13+.
Sunday, 4:05. Canberra Raiders, Cronulla Sharks. Raiders 13+.
Game of the week for me.
At home.
Game of the week for me. Hardest one to pick. At home, I think Raiders will be disappointed for Sticky's 300th. I'll go Raiders 1-12.
Sunday, 6:15. Gold Coast Titans versus St. George Illawarra Dragons. Who cares? Dragons 1-12.
Dragons 1-12, I guess.
I really don't care. They're both. How have they copped this
Did
time
we-
slot again?
Did we get the same tips essentially?
No,
Oh,
you went soft.
you went
I went with
Manly?
your stat.
You went Manly and you went.
I went with your stat.
Also,
Same.
the
Same
five
tips.
the 5 tips that we got right, even though we got a couple that were different,
Yeah.
we hit the margin in all of them.
Really?
The ones that we got right.
Yeah. Oh, I got 4
We
right.
You got 4 right.
Yeah, I got 4.
Oh, I got 5. But you hit the margin.
I hit the doggies one.
Bang on the nose.
Who did
That
you get?
extra point.
Tell me who you got.
I don't know.
Let's go through
I
it.
can't
We're
be
doing
bothered.
this long anyway.
May as well.
So, doggies.
Yeah.
I got doggies with you.
I got
By
doggies
4.
1-12.
Panthers, obviously.
I got Panthers 13+.
Broncos.
We obviously both didn't tip that game.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't know
We
if
didn't
you
get it.
flip. You don't stick to your tips.
We didn't get it.
You don't stick to. I stick to my whatever I say here. It won't change during
I
the week.
literally did last week too, and
Yeah,
the week
I know.
before
No,
when I went
no,
full rogue.
No, because you changed the other week. You talk
I
shit.
went full rogue the week before, and I fucked myself. I
You
got
did.
3.
You did shit. I'm in front of you still.
Yeah, it's not that
Maybe
hard.
I did get 5.
Not that hard.
Warriors, Knights.
Went Warriors 13+.
Warriors, same. Dolphins, Cronulla.
We didn't tip that one correctly.
Okay. Souths. Oh, Souths.
South 1-12.
I went Tigers.
Actually,
for
I
the
went
boys.
South 13+. Never mind.
I went Souths. I went Tigers. Para.
Yeah, I got
We
Para
both went
1-12.
Para. Okay, that was where you got me. And then we went Titans because we can't pick North
Oh my
Queensland.
God. That's all right.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
Interesting.
Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube. And leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
No less.
This could become a regular thing. If we start earlier, they may all take this long. And I don't mind it. If we're going to have quality chats like that, it'll go. It'll keep moving. every week.
Especially if we're in the winner's circle. I think we want to try and
even then.
stay on that as much as possible.
Yeah.
There were some good games.
That too.
There were some good
We had
games.
some good tangents there.
Yeah,
Let us
we had-
know. We're going to do our comment section again.
Comment section segment, running it back.
Yeah. Every
Every week.
single NRL episode, every Monday night, we'll be answering your questions
If we start to
or comments.
get a lot, we may have to have a discussion.
No, we'll be doing top 3 or top 2, especially if they're that in depth.
Oh, at the moment, we're going to do all of them that are essentially like a question or a take.
Or a comment that we can chat about. Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically what we're going to run it with.
I think so.
Cheers.
Adrian, have a very successful week.
Thanks, bro. I'm really fucking tired now.
I am too.
Really tired, but thank you for the chat. It's been a pleasure as always. And you have a good week too.
Love you, mate.
Love you. Bye.